I've drank a lot of fucking beer in my lifetime, that's for sure. Many times to an excess that I'm not too proud of the fucked up shitty situations that I've managed to fist fuck my way into. I've learned a lot along the way, though. I'll share that knowledge with you if it can prevent a fucking drunken grease fire. If it doesn't, you are the fucking grease fire.
That's thousands.
People on this network.
All right, let's
All
dial
right,
it
what's
back.
up, people? Welcome to Batman Radio. You are tuned in with your
All
host,
right, let me
the
get
one and
full
only
screen.
Batman. All right, let's go ahead and
Do this.
quit the games and let's get right to the
All
chase
right,
here.
what's up, Skip?
Like I said,
Yeah,
they've
get some
got
rest,
these people on this network, right, who are really just trolls, right? None of them are anywhere near my level. I understand exactly how to approach this because, like I said, none of them want to come from a real place. They don't want to talk real talk. They don't want to keep their word as a man or a so-called woman on this network. This whole network is just basically nothing but a bunch of fake individuals that want to fake it till they make it. Let's just get real. So, like I said, I'm not a YouTuber on the streets and I'm a full-fledged gangster. I don't have nothing to do with YouTube and I don't talk to YouTubers. Okay. So I'm venturing out today and we're trying something different and we're again going to try to reach out and see if this Groovy Jimmy individual, because of what you're talking
Oh,
about
snack.
and considering, like I said,
Oof.
that you said my name recently, and then furthermore that everything
Are they
you're
the
kicking
frozen
and
ones or
talking
fresh?
comes from me, right? And proves that basically you want to be like me. So why not just pay homage to that fact? But I'm not here to argue. I'm here to get to a consensus and to a point, and hopefully have a normal, nice conversation, right? But let me explain something to you. I have all the answers for all the questions you're asking. Okay. This is Tyree Sneed, in case you were confused, right? So all the questions of which you have, the only guy who knows.
All right, we're gonna have to delve into this real quick here before we get going while no one's around. So the frozen motherfuckers, if you follow the fucking directions on the box, you put them in a steam pan with an aluminum foil tent, throw them in the oven. The buns crisp over a little bit. They're still fucking just soggy middle, just like you got them out of the goddamn restaurant. Fuck yeah, I can go for it.
Knows this stuff is the monster Tyree Sneed, the Batman. So why don't you come over here? The link is in the description box. You have to refresh it, right? Because I just placed it there on the description box, and you'll see the link. And you yourself, Groovy Jimmy, right? If you are around on your computer, can come up here and you can talk to me and have a conversation, right? I don't know what it is with everybody on this network, why they take things so seriously, why it's so difficult to just conversate, why people say your name and then want to pretend that I don't exist or I'm invisible. I don't know what that is. Okay. Let's just get real. None of you have any money. Okay. You don't know how to box. You're not going to have this so called fake boxing match that you're talking about with whoever it is who's another scrub who doesn't know anything about boxing. Why don't we just get real with ourselves? You're a bunch of trolls. You're never going to do it. You're just going to talk about it. And it's going to be just like every other time on the internet with all the same groups. It's the same people. These are like new people that I've never seen. I don't know where they find these dudes. They like crawl out of bushes and come out of nowhere through this network. But like I said, the people he has on his panel, I've never heard of none of them. Like, it's like, I don't know. It's like this whole derivative group of just complete nonsense, right? But like I said, I mean, none of those people are thorough. None of those people are street dudes. None of them are legit. None of them. You know what I mean? And that's okay. You ain't got to be that. You ain't got to be me. You know what I mean? Because nobody is me. But I'm just saying, you talking about that you want, number one, you were talking about that you need security, right? Well, let's get real. You don't have the money for security. I'm just saying. See, this is the thing that people don't get with me. I'm a nice guy, but I just call things what they are. I'm not going to have no conversation. I'm a Sigma alpha male. So the thing, number one thing I can't stand is small talk that's going to get me nowhere, that's pointless. You feel me? So you need to be real with yourself, Groovy Jimmy. You can't afford, right, to hire your own security team. I mean, you can barely afford to eat, is what it looks like. I mean, you need to just be real with yourself. You need $1,000 that they're saying that they're having some lady, some random nobody that, oh, they were gonna put up $1,000 and they're gonna do a boxing match and all this nonsense, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. Right? It's never gonna happen, like I said. And even if it did,
Like I said,
it would be the most boring boxing match in the world. It would be completely pointless. Nobody would watch it, much less go to it or attend. Nobody's gonna care, right? So my whole point is, again, why do you keep leaning off the fact that, oh well, you may be able to do a live and get 700 views, but that's because you have a bunch of trolls over there. You don't actually have a platform. You will never come near my level ever. You're never going to be a celebrity. You're never going to be big. Like I said, I could tag the channel name a million times here, right? And it ain't going to matter. It's not going to get you anywhere. You're not going to get famous off my name. So you have to understand, it's like Conor McGregor's fake self said, but he had a good line when he told him, "I'm up here. I'm going against Jose. You're down here. I'm up here." Okay, that's the reality. Tyrese Sneed is the top dog in the country and the world. Okay, this is all solidified. If any of your boxing leagues were real, like I said, that's literally what I spent all these years doing, is calling everyone out. I went to McAllen to gyms. I talked to quote unquote professional fighters that literally anybody's grandma can become a professional fighter. It means nothing. Okay. So when I challenged them and I showed them videos and said, this is what I'm doing basically backyard boxing. I'm 10-0 in my own league. Okay. And they said, you're crazy. I'm not doing that. And I didn't approach them in any way. Like, we had a positive conversation because that's how a real man talks. It doesn't matter about anybody's response. He gave me a candid response. He was nice about it. He just said, like, you're crazy. Like that's crazy. Like you're actually doing that. I'm like, yeah. Like, and why would that be considered crazy if what you do is fake? Like I've been saying this entire time. So first of all, Groovy Jimmy, understand something. Boxing is all fake. It's literally fake. Your MMA and your UFC, most of that is fake. It's rigged. Okay. They've got a bunch of dudes. Like now they've got that other dude. What's his name? Like Patty something, Patty Pebbleton or something. I don't even know who that is. And they got him on actual steroids and they're bragging about it. And then they're acting like he's strong and he's this and that. He was literally like, I mean, I'm not even going to go into what he did because there's rules on this network in the match, but he looked like foolish. He did not look good out there. He's not strong. I mean, you can put any of them boys on whatever you need to. I mean, clearly all y'all take performance enhancers. You get caught like John Jones. Y'all got the nerve to talk about John Jones. John Jones is a scrub. John Jones failed every test that they did because he kept being on roids. All of them can't do anything conventional and just believe in themselves and compete. You're like Kelly Muscle. Kelly Muscle looks like a shriveled up prune. And that's not Kelly Muscle. He got cloned and replaced. If you wake up, Kelly Muscle don't have blue eyes and he doesn't avoid talking to people who interview him. I met Kelly Muscle in Corpus. That's not the same dude. So what part of the gang, Groovy Jimmy, since I'm the actual
awesome,
streets
Skip.
and I'm the real one who actually, occupies reality and understand what's really going on out here, what part do you want to talk about? Let me know, because you can ask me anything. I'll answer your question. This is, I'm not even going to go over it, man. I've asked this dude to have a conversation direct. He's ducking me on panels. So what's up with that, bro? Clearly, homeboy is for some reason scared to talk to me. I don't understand that. And don't give an excuse of, oh, there's trolls and people telling you. It don't matter. Like, individuals who are strong mentally, They conversate off their own accord. You don't ask somebody permission or listen to people who don't know what they're talking about. You just have a conversation. Listen, homeboy, all I'm saying is you talking about security, you need
John
security.
Jones
Okay,
would
well,
front
that's what
kick
I've done
him
pretty much
to
forever,
oblivion.
and I'm the best in I'm the top of the game when it comes to that. I don't believe that you have money to hire security, it's much less personal security, and it costs a lot of money. Like, I'm the only one who, if somebody hired me to do security for them, I would let them negotiate a price that was fair. So I would be nice. So meaning like I would actually be like affordable security. That's just being real, right? So I don't believe you have any money. I don't believe you have money to do that. Like I said, here's the thing. We can help each other, but I need to know if you're an actual like dude and you're gonna, halfway be a man and keep your word.
I need a
You know what I
dude
mean? I
that
want to
has
have a
a couch.
conversation with you and on the online or on a phone, but I
Yeah.
want to have it off of here because it ain't even nobody's concern on this network. Because I think that you said that you in Texas. If you in Texas, and I heard you say something like near Katy, and you gotta understand, this is
So
just a
he went
dude who
live
does
about
live
this time
shows.
last
I
night, and
listen,
that turned
I
into
can hear,
4.5
right?
hours of
So
nonsense.
if you in Texas, we could help each other out because I need to get this Batman thing rolling in these other cities. So that's what I'm saying. I mean, you can tell real quick who's who and if people are real because he keeps ducking me. Every time that I've tried to have this conversation, he doesn't say anything. I don't know what that is. I don't know what the mention my name game is. Like, it's super immature. And then pretend I don't exist while I'm literally the biggest platform on YouTube and you don't even exist. He doesn't even have an identity. He just got some trolls together like all y'all, and then you act like, I don't know, doing some live views means anything. I mean, dude, you can have way more live views than me. I get way more than you in the shorts. You understand? I mean, you may get 800 more, 600 more than what it claims that I have because they're suppressing my channel and suppressing my numbers and they adjust them and they lie about everything on this network, right? But in the shorts, even with them lying, I'm still outdoing you by thousands and thousands every single day. You feel me? So even if you do a live show every day, it won't matter. And I don't even think you're monetized. And I know you're not monetized genuinely because I know you didn't climb up the ranks like I had to and open a genuine channel. So it's like I said, these people, they talk as if they're in control of something. Y'all don't run YouTube. None of y'all run the internet. All y'all do is run your mouth. Like I said, homeboy is ducking the conversation with me. I don't know what's up. I mean, he said Tone Space was scared of me. I mean, clearly you are too, sir, if you can't even have a conversation, bro. I'm just trying to talk online right now, bro. I'm trying to have an
Or
actual
just maybe you're an
conversation with you.
asshole and
And
no
like,
one gives a
they are
shit.
so scared not only of me, but of giving me shine. Like they don't want to give me any shine because they know that people are going to gravitate me and listen to my message. I know how to go about doing this, bro. I will address someone as many times as it takes, straight up, until you answer the question. Like, I'm a grown man. If I talk, people are going to respond to me. Like, real talk. I don't know what these
Jesus
games are
Christ.
online. I don't owe y'all nothing. I'm a grown man. If I want to talk, we're going to talk. You feel me? So, like, I decide what I want to do. I'm grown. You know what I mean? And it's just so crazy how
Yeah,
these
and the other
people, I
person
mean,
can
they
also
just move
decide to
more
punch you right in
cowardly
the
every day and they
fucking
think
face.
we're going to move the same way or care. Listen, homeboy, I'm a free man. I want to talk. I want to have a conversation. It ain't that difficult, man. Quit with the games, bro. With these coward games, bro. What is that, son? Like, real talk, bro. Like, it's weird, man. So, like I said, I'm right here. We can have a conversation. You talking about Atlanta? You got some white dudes on the panel talking about ATL. What history you got in Atlanta? Any of you? Any of y'all know anything about Atlanta? Because I literally got arrested in Bankhead, okay, and the worst hood in all of Georgia and all of Atlanta. I think I know a thing or two when I literally was like everywhere in every hood. I'd go to Hurt Park. It's a basketball court. Like I said, saw what's his name, Curtis Snow out there. Like, bro, trust me, I'm the streets everywhere. I'm the streets in Atlanta. I'm the streets anywhere I go. So what are you talking about? Like, if you want advice on Atlanta, I was going to give you advice and have a conversation. But if you can't, be a man and have the conversation, then I can't do nothing for you. You feel me? Because I for sure don't need you because I'm gonna make my money regardless, like you see me doing every day, and I'm making more money than all y'all combined on here. And basically, this is monopolized, and I run it. So I don't watch what I say. I don't watch when I talk. I do what the hell I want, and you all have to move after me. That's how it works. because I'm the boss and the leader always, because I'm a natural born leader. So, like I said, what's up with all the games? Why are we going to talk about fake boxing matches when none of y'all even got the heart to even talk to people? How would that make sense, bro? All y'all wasting your time, man. Like, Groovy Jimmy, just let's get real, bro. You're not in shape right now to have no boxing match with nobody. It doesn't even matter, bro, who it is. Like, you're not in shape to do it. Like I said, I offer digital personal fitness training, which is the only reason I'm even addressing you and trying to have a conversation,
So
right?
now he's
Like, I'm
obligated.
tired of it, bro. I'm a grown man. Is this hard to have a conversation with folks that are grown? What?
Because you
But they
say
can
something
stream
doesn't
for
mean he's fucking
20 hours a
obligated, you
day
fucking retard.
talking about nothing. It's probably the most annoying panel I've ever heard, and a bunch of people just hollering and yelling and screaming. And he puts up with like mad disrespect that I would never put up with. What is that? Like, what? Dude, you're like 3 feet tall, bro. Like, you just need to get real. Like I said, see, this is the thing. These people are fake, just like they're fake friends to people. Like, if you tell them reality to their face, then they have a problem with you. It's like TJ. Like I said, TJ, what he just did was literally like the like the slowest thing he could have done. Like I'm glad you did it too. And
Yeah,
I don't
so
feel
are
no
we.
way like when you try to talk like that and you're actually like listening to other people and trying to relay messages while they're actually committing a crime in the process
Yeah.
of going to people and then having them repeat troll rhetoric that doesn't make coherent sense.
Yeah.
Why would that bother me? I don't care what you say. I don't let narcs trick me off my
Seems to
throne.
be working.
I know what the game is. You all know who I am a little bit, right? I mean, everybody knows that I'm a gangster, so that's already understood. So if you're going to be fake and play fake games and it's always at a distance and online, that sounds about right because that's your fake society. See, the people in this society don't seem to understand reality, right? That with me, I just, like I'm going to make the right move. See, that's the thing. They want me to lean into conversations that are pointless. Gangsters don't do that. I'm a Sigma Alpha. I'm not going to waste words. I'm not going to waste time on nonsense. You understand? Because the place y'all are operating from is delusion because you already know reality. You see what I'm saying? I don't play games like that. Like that's what they call what reindeer games. Yeah, I don't play reindeer games. You understand what I'm saying? No, bro. TJ is nobody, bro. He knows everything about reality, all that nonsense. That's fake. I don't even got time for that, bro. That's just somebody who's jealous. And like I said, you don't get points for being jealous and envious. Like he
Oh,
just
Joey,
really
you're
made
about to
himself
care
look horrible publicly
shortly.
in front of everyone. You just came on this show too, like 3-5 times, like I said, totally hypocritical and kissed up on here and tried to talk about God. You got the nerve and audacity to say God's name in vain, bro. Ooh,
Here we go.
ooh.
He's been
Oh my
brewing
goodness,
all
bro. The karmic debt
fucking
that you're
day.
creating. Oh goodness. Good luck with that, bro. You have fun with that. Real talk. God sees all, bro. Nah. I don't have to get upset. I don't have to get mad. I don't have to try to keep proving points that I've already proven. Like, listen, homie,
What's up, Blue?
this is how it works, man. People can't disrespect me. Again, I'll re-explain this to you since you want to act like you can't hear. Some people you can, some people you can't. I'm one that you can't. That's what it is. Nobody said anything to me, right? Like I said, these people wait till I'm a million miles away, right? And then they start playing games on phones and all that nonsense, which I don't understand either, right? Because they already know reality, which is that, well, I don't tolerate that. So if these people keep using agents, like I said, and trying to pay off people around me to relay a troll rhetoric, I don't know what the point of that is. That's illegal as hell.
Fucking love
So
it.
I'm just catching
Oh,
y'all in the
shit.
act of what you're doing. I'm catching you with your hand in the cookie jar and you're upset as usual. You're going to be upset people around me to relay a troll rhetoric. I don't know what the point of that is. That's illegal as hell.
Oh, that's great.
So I'm just catching y'all in the act of what you're doing. I'm catching you with your hand in the cookie jar and you're upset as usual. You're going to be upset and you're going to lose every time. But listen to what I'm saying. If every person that these people paid off actual money, right? That means that they belong in jail and prison. If they are doing that and every person was G-checked and sunned, right? And all I had to do was just talk and speak verbally, right? And everybody backed down, okay? And everybody basically, is scared, terrified of me, and they shook, right? Then why would I keep doing that
no.
or keep like repeating that How would that make sense? That just means that that person is playing a game that they already know doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make sense.
See, this is
That's
what
why we're
these
here.
people don't get. They count on people responding and reacting impulsively without thinking. No, real gangsters and bosses and people who are like me, like the actual tough people, we get smart and we realize when y'all operate in cycles and you make no sense. So you don't get any points for that, and you for sure don't get any reaction or response. Capiche? You gets nothing because, like I said, you're just typing and you're not making any sense. Why would you get rewarded for that? Y'all got the game backwards. It's the opposite. I get rewarded when I stand up to people. I get rewarded when I earn stripes in the street. I get rewarded when I be a gangster and I don't let little cowards like you who are already way below me try to trick me off of my throne because I'll always be better than you and above you. You understand? All that fake talk that you do doesn't do anything for me. You can repeat it as many times as you want. I don't understand what the point is. See, these people, they don't have any other tactics. They don't know how to go about things in any other way when it's like, why are you even talking? I mean, you're committing felonies across state lines, you're seeking attention and validation, and you're not a part of my story or anything going on. These are some irrelevant trolls that sit there focused on me, and their obsession is beyond incomprehensible and not normal, and it's super uncomfortable. And that's it. And you can't make me uncomfortable because I've seen it all. I've already I mean, like I said, y'all just don't do it for me. So like I said, all that is little tricks to try to trick me off my throne, wishing that they could gain leverage because they're hoping that if they do that, they'll receive a reaction from me and I'll get on here and start talking crazy. When have I ever done that? Like I said, bro, I've had everyone. I've had corrupt lawyers try to set me up. I've had pretty much all of y'all. Pretty much all of you have tried to set me up in cowardly ways. Pretty much anyone I've met. And all of you have failed. You would
Is this
think that you
is
would learn
farewell
by
to
now
the
that I'm
troops?
extremely patient. I told most of you this to your face. I'm a patient guy. You just have the wrong dude. I'm not like a person who just loses his patience. No, I'm extremely patient. You don't know me. What? So you said something?
Do what?
Ooh, ooh, these people think they can talk me out of the picture. Ha! Oh, I've been saying that to you for decades. You funny as hell, bro. But listen, I don't sleep outside in front of a jewelry store. And I'm not stuck working in a bar industry, miserable, getting nowhere, right? I'm not in the same boat every day over and over again. I'm not a wage slave. I don't have a boss. I don't have to take out the trash or take orders from some people who are riffraff and nobody who work on 6th Street because that's what all of them who work on those bars are.
But you do have
They're
to
all a
get
joke.
fuck
They're
out of
all
your mom's
jealous, just
house
like that Mike dude
morning
out
when
there that
it
was
comes up.
from wherever, like might as well have been from Lebanon. He was like from somewhere up north or something, he claimed, and was a nobody. And that dude, the minute he started seeing what I actually do, he got jealous. But before that, he saw me shining with my diamond rings and he wanted them. You see what I'm saying? That's what people do. Like y'all think you have an answer for everything. Y'all act like you want something. Like, listen, homie, Groovy Jimmy, don't even bother going to Atlanta, bro. Because a dude like you, and I'm just being honest with you, a dude like you that's an internet troll, because that's what you are, and that's all you'll ever be until you change your mentality and can have a conversation and be a man, right? You go to Atlanta with your attitude and not understanding how Atlanta work, like they're trying to tell you, but they don't know Atlanta either. I really know Atlanta. I know Atlanta like the back of my hand. Dude like you, I mean, Atlanta's not that bad. You trying to kind of make it out of proportion. It's not that bad, bro. You just mind your P's and Q's and mind your business. You'll be good. You know what I mean? Anybody. But, I'm just saying, you go out there with that mentality and this fake stuff and blah, 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 this, and you so busy trying to act like you gangsta in the street when you just not built like that, bro. Like you could tell by looking at you, you're soft, you're short, you're soft, you was never a gangster. What are you talking about? Boxing, man. You don't know how to box. So the only reason I'm talking right now about it is because you keep running your mouth, and I happen to be a digital fitness trainer, and I can train in person. So if I'm the 52 blocks expert, which 52 blocks is a form of martial arts that predates back to Egypt, okay, maybe even Atlantis, and they use it in prisons, and it's for smaller guys to hold their own against bigger guys, right? So where's the confusion? I mean, do you have money to pay for the training? I mean, do you really want to do this? I mean, you're the ones who are saying over there that y'all are so excited about you want to do some boxing match with some nobody. Okay. I'm just normal response. Like, and see, this is the thing. They act like it's a problem for me to talk. I'll talk all I want, bro. Y'all ain't never gonna control when I talk and what I say. So again, what's goody? Like, do you want to pay for the training? Do you have the money to afford my training or not? Like, I don't get it. I do 30-minute sessions. The best deal I can do for you is maybe, let's
Hey,
see.
what's up, downrange? That
I
guy.
mean, you
Sorry,
claiming you got some bread, so I mean,
gotta
I'll
go run.
say at least $50 for a 30-minute session. I'll do 100 for an hour, and if it's digital, then that's definitely the price. You feel me? If it's in person, sorry, but I'll give you the same price since
I'll
you
throw a
want to
link
talk,
down if y'all want
above
to
your
come up
means
again.
and claim that you got bread when it's clear that you don't, and you're basically like in an outhouse doing your live stream. Okay. And we don't want to talk about the jugs and bottles you have behind you that apparently everybody knows you buy. That's literally illegal to have that. So I mean, you can't tell me nothing. You feel me? So why is he scared to have a conversation with me? You see what I'm saying? All these trolls, they want to get on here and like I said, they want to portray like they're me. The reason why dude is trying to get a jump rope and I didn't even see it, I just heard it, but he wants to pretend that he's going to get in shape now. You don't know anything about training, bro. Like what? Like, nah, if you talk to me as a man, I'm gonna talk to you with nothing but respect. You know what I'm saying? Like I do everybody when you earn it. But respect is to be earned, not given. It ain't free. Just like the game is to be sold, not told. Like I said, bro, I'm the best in the game. I'm the best in the world. Hands down, it's all proven. That's why I'm Batman and I'm the real thing in the streets. And I'm literally like, the walking nightmare that I am. So, do you want to do the training or not? See, that's the thing. All these people, when they do their electronic stuff and they type, that's just bowing out. That's taking the cop out. That's what these people are known for. TJ, all he did was take the cop out. That's what they all do. He did things the coward's way. You feel me? All he told me is that, like I said, he's scared. He has fear of me, which I already knew because I've seen it in his eyes when we were just talking and conversating. And it's irrelevant to me because I don't care about TJ. TJ is nobody. That's what people don't understand. I wouldn't care
You're
I wouldn't
about to.
care about if you don't have an identity to me, I wouldn't care if you walked up to me. Let's say I'm going to 6th Street because I'll go where I want. Let's say he's upset and he wants to pretend in front like he's tough all of a sudden. I'm not going to waste my time. I'm going to walk away and ignore him and say nothing to him. See, when you're looking for a response and a reaction and you want to basically, you know, you know what I mean? You're trying to provoke, you're trying to antagonize. I'm going to not give you what you want. Once you're a coward, that's it. You're just a coward. There's no purpose in anything else. We're not going to play games with cowards. People who have everything going for them like me and are actually wealthy and own what I own and what I've attained. I'm 35 years old. I'm a grown man and I'm solidified. I'm the only self-made trillionaire who ever existed and still to date. And now all I got to do is rebuild the cash. I'm sorry, but what? Why would I waste my time with some street urchin? You see the point? No. Why don't you say the truth and tell the people the truth, the public, that I was
Street
nothing but
urchin is
nice to
the word
you
of the day, I think.
because I'm just like Jesus. I walk the same way and I give everybody my good grace. I was nothing but an amazing friend to you. I was a good person to you. I've, like I said, never had anything but love for you. And it's like Joe Budden said when he talked about Busta Rhymes, he said, every time I see Busta Rhymes, it's nothing but love. He said, every time I see him, I show him the utmost respect, and he talks to me right and shows me the utmost respect. So when Busta Rhymes said that, it kind of threw me for a loop. You see what I'm saying? This is the game, though, with this new generation who is old and young. It's the whole new generation that's a joke. They don't have any respect for themselves, and they don't have any morals and no shame. So they do things like that. You understand? Like, that's sad on your part, TJ. That's a bad reflection on you. I'm a grown man. This is the part you don't get. You want to play online games and think that that's going to upset me. Why would you be trying to upset me? Because you're upset at my success. So see, I already know how every intricacy of how y'all think. So it's a waste of time for me to care. I'm just going to keep making the right decision and say, "Oh, you're upset? Good. Let me exacerbate you being upset by succeeding more." So when people do electronic means and type something to me thinking it's going to get a reaction, I release another video and I make more money. and you're still agitated. See, you're going to remain enraged in your narc rage that's weak, right? Your fear-based, weird, weak anger, right, where you're powerless because you can't do anything about it. None of you are capable. You ain't built like that. You're soft. Okay. So the snowflake generation, like I said, it's older people too. It's people way older than me. You're still all part of the same snowflake generation. See what I'm saying? So, like I said, with this guy that I'm talking about here, right? Enough about the other topics. We've already addressed it, right? And like I said, they're just going to stay upset watching me win and succeed, and they can't do anything about it. So they're triggered and pressed. Okay, good. That's what we want. Don't we want narcs to be triggered and pressed? Don't we want them to be upset at my success? If you don't have haters, they say you ain't doing something right. Well, then I'm doing everything right because I sure got a lot of those, right? I got a surplus of those. I got 99 problems, but having haters ain't never been one. Straight up. No, I'm not on here kicking fake rhetoric. No, I'm not on here contradicting myself. No, I'm not on here twisting and changing my message every day like you all do, like messages are supposed to be contorted. No, I have a direct message and I keep the same energy with everyone every day. When you
That would
take a
be
cop
fucking
out, that's
correct.
what it's called. It's a cop out. You gets nothing. You see what I'm saying? That's why I'm a man about things and I tell people, which route do you want to go? How do you want to approach this? That's why usually when it's in person with dudes, I literally walk right up on them. I'm in their face and I say, what do you want to do? Right? Because that's the question. There's nothing wrong with asking somebody that. They can't whine about that because that's all that y'all do is whine because you're super soft. Right? So you tell them that's what you say in person. You say, what do you want to do? And it gives them a viable option. And I'm going to tell you what people always do with me. They take the cop out, meaning they back down and they go the weak route. And that's what TJ did. And he's thousands of miles away. So what are you talking about?
Thousands.
You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. This stuff is mad corny, man. When y'all be acting on this internet stuff, people do that. I just quit talking to you. That's why I had already quit talking to him. You got no business contacting me, partner. So that's one felony right there. The other felony, because you provided your number
He
through Cash
gave
App
you money.
the first time. You tried to lure me to Austin to pretend that you can set me up because it's not something y'all are even capable of. Set me up how? You're not capable of doing anything. See what I'm saying? So you want to just monitor me? That's illegal. That's like 5 felonies right there in one. Then when you were on my phone and you just kept typing fast right there, illegal use of a telecommunication device, you can't do or say nothing. So like I said, why are these people contacting people that I know in reality, and then these people are taking their bait and doing what they ask them? That's the craziest, weirdest thing I've ever heard. That's an illegal operation across state lines. Everyone's going to prison.
Red triangles, bud.
And that's all that can happen from it. I would never
Order
let
of
people
action.
like this, who obviously have nothing going for
Seaside
themselves
7
and
has
act
been
like they have
engaged.
nothing to lose because they keep doing these reckless, weird actions, right? And then acting like they're going to involve me. Impossible. That's your thing, bro. Keep that away from me. I'm going to tell you the same thing every time, bro. I don't get down like that. I don't do no typing. I don't do this internet stuff. No. My actions are clear as day. I have nothing to do with none of you. You got no business trying to contact me in any way, shape, or form. So what are you doing? If you do, you commit a felony. So that's like 5 felonies right there I got you on. Real smart. And you're going to have to come to court, TJ. Now you're part of a federal lawsuit with a bunch of fools who are getting federally indicted. Real smart.
Thank
See, I don't
God
care about nobody
California
else's
doesn't do the
opinion. If
3
you want to be
felonies
nice to me,
for
cool, be
life
nice to
anymore.
me. If you want to be cool, cool, be cool. If y'all want to offer me an opportunity, offer me an opportunity. I'm not going to watch my mouth and watch what I say because everything I say, I feel 100%. And this is the truth of how I feel. Like, ain't none of these people been my friend. Ain't none of them done nothing for me. People will honk at me. People will wave at me. But have you donated and sent me some money? Not most of you. Have you done anything to support my cause? That's like when these women go by and they're honking and going crazy and hooting and hollering like they did today and screaming Batman. And, that's all cool. It's all good, but it doesn't do much for me. I'm not saying stop it. It's cool. It makes me feel all right. I mean, it makes me feel good, I guess. But, I mean, are they donating? Because all these so-called women, they work. A lot of them, they work. They make a living. I mean, hit that Cash App. What's up? Like, hit the Cash App, bro. I got a girl. I got a future wife, Christina. I ain't worried about no so-called women. Like, they don't have to be my fans. They're my fans of their own accord.
They just have
Christina
to give
knows
me
that that's going to be a
money.
factor. I know that's going to be a factor. I'm a man. I'm good looking. You're going to have women who cheer for me. It just is what it is. You're probably going to have women that go plumb crazy over me. Okay, because I'm in extremely amazing shape. I'm strong as hell, and I'm extremely handsome. I'm the real Batman. I mean, like, come on, bro. It's common sense, right? And that's a positive thing. That's a good thing. You know what I mean? That's like you want your spouse to be good looking. You want people to look at them and be attracted, but that's it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm territorial as hell. I don't even want nobody talking to Christina, not because I'm insecure, not because I'm worried. But when you really love someone, that's how you are. You're protective of them. And I would expect her to be the same way over me. You feel me? But Christina trusts me and knows that she would never have to worry about any nonsense, because why would you have to worry if you trust who you're with? I trust Christina. Christina trusts me. Christina knows that I'm a mature, grown man, right? I'm a whole grown man, and I don't play the games that other people do, like a lot of you so-called dudes who ain't men, right? That's why I talk about it. See the difference between these dudes and an actual man? An actual man, you'll never have to worry about if they're faithful or not, because you know they're going to be faithful because they're grown. It's called maturity, partner. Where's yours? All of you. Like I said, Groovy Jimmy, you can talk and do your live streams until you blue in the face, but you can talk forever and rap like these fake rappers till they blue in the face. But none of you are ever going to get a record deal. I want to tell you the truth. You're never going to be anybody. It's like 50 Cent told that dude, you want me to lie to you? You ain't going nowhere. Get your 40, get your 40 and get on the
Man
curve.
in the
That's what he
mirror.
told him, meaning a 40 ounce. You Mickeys from the corner store. Straight up. You ain't going
In the
nowhere, bro.
cage, bitch.
Like, you want me to lie to you? And like I said, I would talk to you with the utmost respect, but you ain't earned any yet. So you don't just get respect for no reason. You don't just get respect because, oh, you want it and, oh, you feel that it should be given. Nah, you ain't earned none. You feel me? You got to earn yours, partner, like I did. Feel me? It was a hard time coming for me, done, man. I done been through it all. That's what people don't get. I'm not scared of nothing because I know how to follow the law. See, I understand the
You're
game. If you
scared of
follow the law and you do
fucking
everything the right
rocks.
way, you can say what you want. You can say inflammatory remarks and statements all you want, as long as you just design and shape them correct. You don't have to talk reckless and talk crazy, especially if that's not what you about. See, I come from all the crazy stuff. That's why you don't hear me
And that's
talking
why you
crazy
talk
too
crazy.
often, because it's always the opposite. The dudes like Groovy Jimmy who ain't from the real hoods and they ain't no gangsters, they trying to act online like that's what they are because they from the burbs. They just never had any money. Me, I've been in both realms, both worlds, and I've seen more money than anyone who's ever walked this planet. So, me, I come from the real hoods and ghetto. I made it out the hood. So why would I want to act like what I got out of it? Nah, the stuff you see with me is really who I am. It's real. You understand? You could take the man out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the man. That's the truth. It's always going to be a part of me. This stuff is in me. This is who I am. So, for me, I try to work on getting away from it a little bit. I'm never going to get away from who I am. I embrace who I am. So I'm not going to say that, but I'm just saying I want to be the rich white
Welcome
yuppie
in,
snob. I
Monster.
ain't trying to be, no hood ghetto dude. No, I'm not. No, no, because that would be, at this point, that would definitely be going the wrong direction. Maybe back in the day that could have been the goal, but it wasn't. I was just myself, right? But at this point, nah, at this point, I'm
Yeah.
already that person that I just stated. I am that. I just don't act like that because I'm down to earth. That's my thing. When I'm down to earth enough to deal with y'all, TJ is a perfect example that he just proved every statement I ever made about that group and all of those people. He proved it correct. So, like I said, why did you come on this show and feed me a
Yes.
bunch of hoopla nonsense? You just contradicted everything you said. What? Dude, you live in a hotel, bro. Off charity, off people saying, "Hey, you can stay here for free." That's what you're claiming, right? And if not, you sleep outside. The whole time that you were struggling in Austin, I was always in a hotel good. And I didn't invite you. You know why? Because why would I want to be around someone like you that's only going to try to drag me down? And anyone you around, you're going to try to drag down. Like, you don't think. You just act stubborn, and then you start yelling when you don't get your way, like Christina said. Christina already put you in your place.
You were
Like,
begging for
dude,
his
come on, bro.
couch
You
a
you
week
took a
ago.
real friend, bro, and basically made an enemy out of him. And I'm not your enemy because I don't care about you. You're not equate to be my enemy. You're just another one who's jealous. So, like I said, I mean, people like that, it doesn't matter to me because I know if I walk anywhere, like if I go to Austin, I know he's just going to stay away from me and stay out my way. So why would I care? There's nothing to talk about. What am I going to have a conversation? What am I going to say to you? Like, I'm supposed to see, that's the thing. They expect you to get mad. I'm supposed to get upset because, oh, you want me to. Nah, it doesn't work that way. I'm not mad, man. In fact, you made me feel great. You made me feel better about myself because it's like, man, if I can't even have a real friend like that because people are fake and catty like him, and I'm so amazing.
You're right, Lobster. When he does the self-censorship and pussification, it's like he goes racist at the exact same time. They're one and one.
Amazing and I shine so much that you jealous. Like I said, everything I ever said about you, you prove right. Did I not, people? I said the whole time, go check all the shows. Most of them are out. I said the whole time what it was. I said, dude talks above his head. He makes up lies. He creates scenarios and whole delusions that aren't there. I said, he's not going to deliver on nothing. I've yet to see it. He barely donated anything because he's jealous. Right? Like, what are you talking about? Just like I noticed when he was typing, he said, we're going to help you, LOL. What's the LOL stuff? There's nothing funny. There's no joke on me, sir. The whole joke is on y'all. See the point? Why would you join a committee of people that are all going to prison from the internet when you and I know each other in reality? See, two totally different worlds. Reality and then internet. Who does that? If people contacted me from the internet, I wouldn't care what they said, what they offered me. I would never, ever take a dime from any of them, much less go against somebody who's my friend or go against anybody. I wouldn't listen to anyone online contacting me at all. I would tell them to get the hell on and get off my phone immediately. That's what normal people do. So what? So you could tell dude is mad weird, right? And like I said, bro, I've been seeing that in your eyes. You talking about, oh, they know I'm a demon. You ain't no demon, bro. You a joke. You demonically possessed is what you are. And you soft. Yeah. And like I said, you already backed down twice now. So, I mean, what it is, bro, I don't care about you. Like I said, you've seen me right in front of you be the real thing, do the real thing. You saw me do everything right in front of you. So I'm not concerned about what you talking about, bro. You feel me? Like you were wasting my
Yeah, Blue. You gotta go find the biggest red triangle in the yard and hit him with your fucking cafeteria tray.
time. You feel me? And all those names, like I said, that you tried to role reverse and you tried to say towards me, all that applies to you. You talking about yourself. Because that's what you just pulled, bro. That was a whole snitch move. That was a whole coward move. What was that? I'm sorry, but what? See, that's what they do. They do weird things and then want to act like they can type delusion and it's going to change. No, it's just you're just weird.
We just act.
So what was the purpose? It doesn't make me feel anything, man. It's a compliment. You know, you really made me feel better today about myself. You made me feel amazing because it's like I'm this important to people and he's still watching the channel. I had already told him off. I had already blocked him. I had already changed my number. Oh, and guess what? That's another felony because you're who put my phone number out there, obviously. Yep. Yep. That's about like what, 5, 6 felonies right there? At least crimes, if they're not all felonies. I don't know if that one's a felony. The other ones are. So, like I said, at the end of the day, I don't have to worry about going to prison. I don't get online and commit crimes. I'm not malicious. I'm not worried about other people. I don't try to hold no one back. I do the right thing, bro. Listen, I don't care how many of you there are, bro. I'm gonna keep on winning right in front of your face and then rubbing it in like I am now, and you ain't gonna do nothing about it. So the more the merrier. Bring it on, bro. All y'all, bring it on. The more you got, man, the more that you envious and jealous. That's what you're supposed to work on eliciting out of so-called men and so-called women. That's power, boy. So what do you mean? Feel me? Hey, listen, bro. You know, if I wasn't me, I might be mad at me too, but nah, because I ain't built like y'all. I'm not weak. See, all that stuff is weakness. And that's why you're not successful. Bro, he was the same dude that I told y'all was on my phone, remember? And I said, yeah, I just made like 11 bands doing what I'm doing, working, right? He goes, yeah, I know this guy, and he made 11 bands twice. And that's what he does. He yells, and then he thinks if he raises his voice, it makes a point, like he's super slow. So, and I literally pointed that out on this show just recently. I said, when you said that, I already knew you were lying. And that's what narcissists do, because that's what he is. He's delusional. And most narcissists, they literally turn into paranoid schizophrenics if you do your research. They have no concept or basis of reality. So he said that because that's what they do. They try to supersede you with something that doesn't exist. I have news for you, brother. You didn't supersede me, because this story that you made up, there's nobody who made 11 bands even once or twice. It was just me. And I already knew that as soon as you said it. See, you told on yourself. See, I sniffed it out a long time ago. I already had you figured out. And like I said, I only kept you around as a fake friend, right? Because I knew you were going to tell on yourself. And in the process, you donated me a couple of bucks. Real smart.
Yeah.
So who played themselves? Right. Like I told you, bro, you're talking to a gangster, bro. I am the streets, bro. Like I said, I've literally talked with him when we were just like having some drinks out there, right?
Joey
Like
would
everybody
consider
does.
that money
And I
equity.
literally talked to him and I saw fear in his eyes when I was just talking, being myself. So dudes like that, when you dealing with real people in reality and they getting online and trolling, yeah, I want no affiliation with you whatsoever. So that's all you did, is just, you just, I mean, there's no friendship there anymore.
You go into prison.
There's no talking. I'm not mad at you. I don't care what you do, but just go on about your business. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. People like that play themselves. They do it in all their relationships, even with friends.
Right down right.
And then they wonder why they're always alone and lonely and miserable. Dude, I was the only good friend you had. Why would you do that to yourself? There was no need for this. You understand? Like, I was nothing but loyal. I gave you chance after, did I not? You can ask Christina and the whole audience. I gave this dude chance after opportunity after opportunity, like I
A
have with anybody
symbiotic
that I deal with, because
relationship.
I'm a
What the
genuine person,
fuck
just
does
to
he
be a
get out of
friend,
it?
man,
Other than fucking
just to have a
you
heart and be
sleeping
a
on his
friend.
couch.
That's all.
Shut the
So, I
fuck
mean,
up.
like I said, there's 8 billion people in the world, bro. I'm sure that I'll have some other actual friends that are guys that I'm close to and that actually like feel where I'm coming from and relate to me.
No one wants
You
to
know what I
kill you,
mean? And
but
it's not like I need that, but we all need to have somebody to talk to. We all need some kind of friendship, you know what I mean? And people who care. We're human beings. That's the other thing, these people try to get on here and project their shame, right? Because like as if we're not human.
yeah,
Like,
but no one
you're
wants to
not, but
have
we are.
association with an
Nah,
asshole.
I'm human, bro. Like, I'm just not addicted to people like y'all. I don't look at people like resources like y'all. So again, back to the point, where the hell is Groovy Jimmy at? Right? Nowhere to be found on this network to talk. Wow. Unbelievable, man. What is the point of getting on here and doing your live streams if you're not going to talk to the actual public figure? I don't understand that. But like I said, do what you do, man. I mean, keep posing. You don't know nothing about Atlanta. I mean, bro, you understand, bro.
Because
I
some
was just
people
not
watch
too
One
long
Life to
ago when I
Live,
was
some
coming back
people
from
watch All My
Kentucky. I told
Children. Go
y'all I
fuck
got
yourself.
stuck in Atlanta, bro. We were stuck in Atlanta for about, what was it? It was like a whole 24 hours, like a whole day. I was there forever, bro. And trust me, I was pissed, but I had to be patient and I had to wait. It was horrible, dude. And I had to keep waiting. And then finally they let us on the bus. Everyone else got to go ahead of me. People who were there behind me, after me, all that. I had to wait longer than anybody, bro. It was us who was the last one. And then they finally got the bus over there because something happened with the other one or whatever. Okay. And even just the stuff I witnessed in that short a time span, like one of the ladies that was out there, she was trying to get at me and talk to me, but she was trying to do that same thing where, like, what they do in Atlanta. In Atlanta, they try to play you and set you up any way they can. And she was just like asking for stuff, like just wanted whatever, I don't know, like whatever she could get in general, because she was probably like homeless or whatever. And like she almost looked familiar. I don't know if I've seen her out there before, because I was really in the streets of Atlanta, so I've seen a lot of people, bro. Like, I know Atlanta, you know what I mean? So, Atlanta is like another home to me, is what y'all don't get. Like, I was really deep in Atlanta, so Atlanta is not really like, a stranger place to me. But, then there was this other chick, and she and with the older lady or whatever, I just do the same thing. Like, when they try to talk to me, I just kind of play it off and just
Jesus.
answer, and then I just walk away. And that's all I did, and that's the way to handle it, because she was busy bothering other people and they didn't know how to deal with it. You just have to be real clear about what you're doing and what you want, and state what you want. If you stand on business, especially if you're a man, people are not going to keep trying you. You feel me? But then there was this other chick. She came in and she told me that all this crazy stuff had just happened to her. Like because she left the bus station or whatever, and I don't know if she was walking around. Like so, I don't know if she had just gotten to Atlanta, and then that was it. That was all the conversation was. She was telling me what happened,
I got a
and
rocket pass.
I was just like, that's crazy. But like that's Atlanta. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, like Atlanta is a serious place, but y'all are like making it out of proportion, bro. It ain't that bad. You just can't be out there just willy nilly. So, I mean, of course, you trolls don't understand because, I mean, no, you trolls could not handle Atlanta. It's common sense, bro. I was in the detention center downtown in Atlanta. I used to sell CDs, ride the MARTA all day and sell CDs. I used to go to I was in 5 Points all the time. I used to be downtown with all them dudes that they would talk about they gonna do this and that. They wouldn't do nothing. I'd be in the underground mall. I used to roll with the biggest dudes from Brooklyn, okay, who literally like actually got it in, like actually were street dudes. Then I had beef with him, and then we were actually supposed to meet up at that time, and he backed down and he didn't show up, and I came in cowboy boots. Real talk. Like so, like I said, y'all be running your mouth, but y'all don't come from anything that I come from. We have nothing in comparison, nothing similar, and that's the only thing. With all them dudes, like TJ is a fake. That's it. It's just a fake guy. And that's what I called out the whole time. So my whole deal is if you talk to me, you ain't going to be able to pull this fake act. I'm going to see through it and I'm going to tell you, and that's it. It's not a big deal to me. You don't have to be like me. You feel me? But he's got to worry about his own problems, bro, because he's got like beef with people at the arch and stuff. I heard that's what he said out of his own mouth. All right. So I mean, like I said, I mean, he's got his own problems that he can't even handle. He can't even deal with them. You know what I mean? That's called karma. Smart one. That's what you go through every day. So, like I said, quit doing it to yourself. You feel me? I'll never talk to a dude like that. I got nothing to say to you. You feel me? Once you do something like that, there's nothing to talk about. I'm not your friend. I'm not trying to talk. Like people don't understand you can't get a response out of me. I'm not somebody that people can walk up to and make me respond or react or feel any way. I'm
Actually,
a very durable, real street dude.
currently.
You see what I'm saying? And that's the thing that these people are upset at because they like, man, he's way more thorough than me. And I'm the one who's supposed to be thorough. You're supposed to be thorough. I'm supposed to be a dude who doesn't know nothing about the streets. And I'm the thorough one. I'm the one who actually understands how this works and is real. You feel me? Yeah, everything I say, I back up, bro. I don't run my mouth. Feel me? Ain't nobody gonna tell me nothing. What? You feel me? So, like I said, at the end of the day, I live better than you. I look better than you. I make more money than you. I'm independent. You not. I own my own business. Billions in equity, baby, mansion in a state with 2,000 of jewelry. My own car lot. I pay over $100 every month for it. Got luxury whips in there. I still own 5 technically. What's goody? Huh? Website worth almost 2 Gs, mineral rights, oil royalties, and I'm in a stock settlement lawsuit for having over 70,000 shares of a stock. And guess what?
530 on the wrist is certainly missed.
Wes Watson, I think, may have just gotten locked up, right? Or he got some tickets and he should have been arrested and locked up. And he tried to talk his way out of everything I've been saying for decades, and it just got proven. Yeah, them cars, he don't own any of them. They came back unregistered. He tried to lie about the VIN number. Then he tried to call the fake dealership, which was in on it, and that was just more Mason agents, and they were lying to a cop, which they should go to prison for that too. They should do a full investigation on that vehicle, right? It doesn't see that's the way it's supposed to work. And the dude was sitting there explaining it to the corrupt liar, talking about that's not how it works. Like you can't just sell a vehicle and then wait for a title because you want to make a sale, right? Because it was all hoopla nonsense, all lies. Because I told y'all, them Masons, they don't own any cars. Look at them now; they paying attention and coming to the show because I talked about Wes Watson, right? Wes Watson is a Mason. He should be in prison right now. He was driving an unmarked car. He was driving a car with no plates, I believe, no tags, no nothing. It didn't belong to him or anyone. That was literally a ghost vehicle. You might as well print a car out of a 3D printer. That's the same thing. That's what he was driving.
He's got $8.
Right? So how like he should be in prison doing hard time for that. Can't no civilian do that unless you backed by the feds. You got to be a federal snitch on paper so you know what he is. He telling. He's a canary singing. You feel me? So anything else? Remember, he tried to make up a lie and say, I own 15 vehicles. I got 10 Rolls Royce. Boy, stop it. You funny as hell. You ain't got no 10 Rolls. You don't even have one. A Rolls Royce, bro? Don't nobody have 10 of those. Nobody has one of them. Nobody owns a Rolls Royce, bro. People don't buy cars like that. Cars like that are worth almost like what, half a mil to a couple of million. Feel me? That's the kind of car I'm
Yep.
gonna have. I'm gonna actually own a Rolls Royce, and guess what? I wouldn't buy 10 of them. How do you say that you bought 10 of them and you pay cash for the cars if they looked up the VIN repeatedly and the car never came up on the VIN? Then you tried
What
to give
the
them a
fuck?
separate VIN and lie, which is another felony that they should have charged you with if they knew how to do their job, right? Dropping the ball again there, son, right? And literally, see, that's the thing. They love to be
Holy
on you. Like I
shit.
went through all the
Hold on. I
corruption. They
gotta
love to be
fucking
on you.
back this up.
Actually own a Rolls Royce. Time for that. Can't no civilian do that unless you backed by the feds.
Listen
You
to
got to
this
be
shit.
a federal snitch on paper, so you know what he is. He telling. He's a canary singing. You feel me? So anything else? Remember, he tried to make up a lie and say, I own 15 vehicles. I got 10 Rolls Royce. Boy, stop it. You funny as hell. You ain't got no 10 Rolls. You don't even have one. A Rolls Royce, bro? Don't nobody have 10 of those. Nobody has one of them. Nobody owns a Rolls Royce, bro. People don't buy cars like that. Cars like that are worth almost like what, half a mil to a couple of million. Feel me? That's the kind of car I'm gonna have. I'm gonna actually own a Rolls Royce, and guess what? I wouldn't buy 10 of them. How do you say that you bought 10 of them and you pay cash for the cars if they looked up the VIN repeatedly and the car never came up on the VIN? Then you tried to give them a separate VIN and lie, which is another felony that they should have charged you with if they knew how to do their job, right? Dropping the ball again there, son, right?
Jesus
And
Christ.
literally, see, that's the thing. They love to be on you. Like I went through all the corruption. They love to be on you, but they don't like when you get on them with the actual like verbiage of knowing the law. They don't like when you get at them the right way by telling them, "Hey, you don't know what you're doing." Right. And that's exactly why I do it. Oh, I'm always kick this rhetoric. I'm always use my vernacular and my mouthpiece to say the truth. I don't care who likes it. I'm not here to be your friend. No, it's the same way that I was always treated and talked to and done. No, now it's my turn to talk that way. Yeah, and you have to put up with it. All of you. There's nothing anyone can do about it. Yeah. Feel me? Because you keep dropping the ball. You keep not knowing how to do your job. I mean, it's not that hard, bro. A charge is a charge, and you're supposed to apply law where it's applicable. Do your job. And if not, I'm going to point out that you're not and go public and expose you. I don't care who you are. Feel me? I stand up to corruption for a living, bro. This is my full-time job. This is what I do. I live and breathe this. You understand? I'm not going for no gains. I'm not going for nothing. I'm not scared of nothing and nobody. You feel me? So,
You
like
need
I
to
said,
do that
now I'm
live too.
empowered. Yeah. See, y'all should have never even see. I created all my own power. Nobody gave me anything. Y'all should have never let me get to this point. You 100% right. Isn't that why y'all tried so hard to stop me? Right? Come on, bro. I got set up in Green Bay, and you knew all them corrupt ones had everything to do with it, and they couldn't do nothing with me. So, what are you talking about? Huh? Yeah, exactly. So, like I said, he was driving an unmarked vehicle. It didn't have no registration, didn't belong to him, didn't belong to anybody. Well, that's several felonies, bro. You should be in prison forever for that. Straight up. Talking about, I own this and that. You don't own any. So he's a proven liar. He said he paid cash for the cars. Like, what a laugh. What a joke. What? Paid cash for the cars, right? And he's trying to lie to him. And he's a dude who's an ex-con. What is a con? A con artist, right? He's a liar. Right? Common sense, bro. Nah, bro. Like that whole situation is still corrupt. Like he should have been in prison for years for that, right? And talking about, oh, I own 10 of them, bro. The Rolls Royce that you're driving a stolen vehicle. Basically, you're driving a vehicle that doesn't exist in the database. It doesn't belong to anyone. Like I told you, that's what these Masons drive and occupy. It's the same thing with their real estate. They don't own any of this real estate. They just occupy it. What? All of Freemasonry is illegal. Think about it. If Masons do everything illegally and Masons worship the devil, you really think that they're going to take the time to never make a mistake and they're going to take the time to care? You know, they're finally getting caught in the act of what I've been saying for years. Like, yeah, you may have 10 Rolls Royces and some real estate that you don't own that you're squatting in. And that's because Masons allow you to do that because they all worship the devil. But if you get somebody who actually upholds the law and doesn't worship the devil and is actually doing their job, which does exist occasionally still, right? Who actually is a part of this society and wants to do, halfway the right thing, then they're going to look at you and say, no, like you're breaking the law, which is what he did. See what I'm saying? So proven Wes Watson owns nothing, has no money. Like I said, I mean, it's all proven. He said he paid cash for the car, and they looked up the VIN repeatedly. That car didn't show up in any database because it didn't even exist. It didn't belong to nobody.
Does
It was a
anyone
ghost
have
vehicle.
any
How do you have a ghost vehicle, bro?
fucking
How illegal can you get, bro?
idea what the
That's
fuck he's
like
talking
more
about?
illegal than what any illegal organization does, bro. You do tons of prison time for that. So to sit here and be downplaying these things and giving him tickets, bro, stop it, bro. All y'all corrupt. So stop acting like you're doing your job if y'all don't know how your job works, bro. I know how your job works better than all y'all, bro. Straight up. What are you talking about? I stand on that 100%. I know the law, bro. My dad was a UT graduate lawyer. My grandfather was a Supreme Court judge, bro.
Is
All
that
y'all are slow.
recently,
You don't know the
Lobster?
law. You think you can just make up stuff and do what you want. It's not how it works, bro. You do that, people who are smart are going to go file a lawsuit on you, and you're going to have to pay them millions, like me, because I got a bunch of lawsuits to file still, buddy. Yep. You feel me? So what are you talking about? Yeah, proven fact. Like I said, Wes Watson said he paid cash for the car. He said he has 10 of them, and they looked up the VIN and it showed up nowhere. It belonged to nobody. So that's a stolen vehicle.
Ah, no shit.
What are you talking about? Like, oh my goodness, bro. If it don't belong to no one and it don't come up in a database, that's a stolen vehicle. Smart one. Like what? You're not getting the point? Oh my goodness. Like it's difficult. So yeah, like I said, no, Wes Watson, like I said, has no money. That's why he's dating you know what's like
Right on.
not real girlfriends, right? He can't even date in the market. He's a complete joke. He's slow. He can't think. And this is how they get you narcissists. And then what do? They still send him out there on a dummy mission and he don't know what's going on. Then he has to sit there and say, yeah, they keep doing this to me. Well, of course they keep doing it to you because you're doing bad business with criminals. While you try to lie and he tried to use his fake celebrity. You're not a celebrity, dude. You're just part of YouTube and Google. Google was rolled in a legal organization. So y'all just got all these criminals together. And then all you criminals just watch things on repeat and you manipulate and lie about the views because you can just change the metric number counter. That's what y'all are doing. Y'all really think you're fooling someone? Bro, we've been knowing this since day one. You Masons pay me. I'm big pimping. What are you going to do about it? I make real money off you Masons. You Masons don't make one red penny off of me, and I would never let nobody make a dime off me. Ain't nobody making money off my name. What are you talking about? What's all this fake tough stuff? None of you are tough. What's with the fake tough talk? The fake tough Toniac. None of you are tough. I'm tough. That's why you pay me. That's why you don't see anybody making money off my name. What? Tough people don't talk about it. They live it. See what I'm saying? So let's just say what it is. I'm not only a formidable foe, I'm the ultimate last level boss that can't nobody defeat. So let's get back to the topic. Groovy Jimmy. My whole deal with you is
You
like I
owe
said,
me
you
$50 for
we
training.
can help each other. You could offer me an opportunity where I could do this Batman thing. Where you at?
You could
Literally,
offer
I'll
me
work
an
together with
opportunity.
you. I ain't got
Jesus.
nothing against you, but I just need to have a conversation with you and know that and I gotta, make sure that you can keep your word and get away from this troll stuff. And if so, hey, I mean, why don't we work together? I don't know where you at, if you near Katie or whatever. I don't know. I don't be paying attention to people. I don't get all up in their business. I'm not like y'all. So let me know, right? If you want to have a conversation, we should have it. And that's it. I can help you prepare for your fake boxing match that I don't believe is going to happen, right? I can be security. I can do all those things. I'm just saying you're getting all these things because you're watching me and he's a big fan of mine. That's why he said my name. So I have a right to address my fans too. That's what all of them are. TJ's a fan. All y'all are fans, disgruntled or not. Right? So at the end of the day, it's like they're seeing someone from their reality who they thought they knew, and none of these people know anything about me. They don't know me. And they saw my amazing energy and they want to latch on.
I have to pause it for a moment because we have a very special guest today for the reason for all the commotion. What's up, Sticky?
TJ, don't you dare, don't you dare fall for his tricks. He is a villain. He needs ostracized immediately. He's still upset.
What's
Is
up,
my
buddy? How
audio
you
too
doing?
loud, punk? I
No,
just
you're
got
good, bud.
home. I just got your message. Came through the door. I'm putting groceries away, so hopefully it won't be too loud. I hope my
I'll ask
my
you.
audio is all right. TJ, are you in the chat? Please text me and let me know that Joey has not scared you away from exposing him, because this is very important.
He's very
Hey,
frightening if you haven't been watching.
No, I missed all of it. What's going? I just caught the last 1 minute where he was telling TJ he needs to get away from the trolls.
Well, in a nutshell, Jared, Groovy Jimmy owes him money for training that he never asked for. TJ is being frightened by us, coerced, if you will.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, Joey says this, not TJ though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where'd you get the grocery store?
Some breakfast sausage. I forgot to get fucking eggs. I got some bratwurst, and I made do on my promise. But instead of getting Otter Pops, I got Italian ice bars, boy.
One
That's
question I
right.
do want to ask: do you pay your own phone bill?
Say what?
Do you pay your own phone bill?
Yeah. Who else would pay my phone bill?
And that didn't work. So now they like, oh, now he's getting famous, and now his formula is working, and now I want to latch on. It don't work like that.
What kind of question is that?
That's why they mad, because they can't work with me. They mad
because he paid his own phone bill today.
Oh, grown man paid his own phone bill. Y'all need to pay me to pay my phone bill.
Yes, sir.
Because I won't sit there and allow you to be a fake friend. I'm not going to have you in my circle. Like I said, I would never give that dude an opportunity now. That's why I had you go through these tests, TJ. See, had you passed the test and been a true friend, this dude would have been good. He would have been caked up. Christina would have paid him handsomely. I probably would have given him thousands of dollars for free. Can you see how slow people are? These people play themselves because they have hate in their heart. Y'all need to all work on that, man. But you having hate in your heart doesn't mean I should be upset. See my point? You're upset, bro. You're upset because you'll never be me and you're jealous. That's fine. I mean, that's your problem. You know what I mean? It doesn't make me feel bad. It makes me feel better about myself and feel sorry for you because you played yourself out of great opportunities and a whole bunch of, you could have been a part of everything that's going to be a part of my beautiful future, but now you get nothing. You feel me? Now you'll just see me probably on 6th Street with Christina and spending mad money and carrying like $100,000 in my pocket like it's nothing. Right in your face.
All right, we've been at it just over an hour and he's still live. So, oh man, last night when we did this, we went through 3 fucking hours and we were here for 4.5. Hopefully he doesn't.
Give me a quick brush up. He went. I was at work all day though, dude. I busted out at 12 today. So from let's say from 8 a.m. until now,
it was
he's went live.
This is the 5th time. I just woke up and Sham grabbed the first snipe of the day. When you asked her to last night, shout out Sham, thank you.
Thank you, Shamrock.
I jumped up with them, and then he made some fucking comment, whatever it was, and then that guy cleared it up. TJ tossed him a $1 or $2 to let him know. Shenanigans are afoot.
I ain't even gonna lie.
And then he went fucking live 3 times after that. He knows.
I gave TJ a few bucks. I gave TJ a few bucks to cash out him $1 every 2 days as a countdown, letting him know he's about to get exposed.
Fucking brilliant. I love it.
Well, at least then I'm not giving him the money, so that's how we roll around here. And I'm not even mad at TJ because that's the only way he can get a hold of him right now is by sending him a message on Cash App. The minimum you could donate is $1.
And that's in a nutshell. Other than that, he's been fucking manic posting shorts all fucking day. Just
nice. Welcome, TJ, to the Red Triangles, by the way.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. We'll actually be better friends to you than Sneed ever could be.
All right, let's keep going.
Just flaunting my money. That's what I do. You feel me? Like, come on, bro. And I'm a thug and a gangster, and I run the streets. What? Y'all fools is hilarious, bro. How much more power are y'all going to give me? You're really just giving me more power. Not really. I took all my own power, but that's what I'm saying. How much more power can I get? You feel me? Like I said, bro, I don't have no back and forth with people, bro. You're trying to act with me, bro. I don't do acting, bro. No,
I'm gonna do it.
you know reality, bro. You feel me? You're not a part of any of this. Y'all don't come from what I come from. What are you talking about, bro? Y'all are all soft. Y'all are regular civilians. Just be quiet, man. Y'all talk too much. That's all. Feel me? That's what I'm saying, bro. You got all these civilians, they want to get online and run their mouth. Like I said, what's the point of that? Talk in person, bro. If you got so much to say, like all of them are scared, bro. They're all shook. They can't face me and talk. That's crazy. You feel me? But that's the reality. Like I said, same here. Even on a panel, Groovy Jimmy it can't even have a conversation. That's crazy. But like I said, bro, if you in Texas, bro, like I said, why don't you help me to build this instead of talking and listening to trolls and a bunch of nobodies who ain't gonna do nothing for you but drag you down? And I'm gonna make a prediction again. I think you're gonna end up in prison all of your own accord because you listen to trolls and the actions you're taking online,
it.
which most of them are illegal.
Fucking love it.
Let's just get real. You understand? I don't want to be affiliated with people like you, period, to be honest, that do anything that's out of character. It's not about that, but it's just about I'm not even paying attention to that right
Wanted to
now.
be
I'm just looking
affiliated
at
with this
what
couch
opportunities
last
are
week.
out there for me right now because I'm trying to
Hey,
expand.
pause it real quick, sir.
Like, y'all be acting like you're slow and you can't understand or don't get
Yeah, what's up, bud?
TJ, just want to let you know not to worry. Don't worry. There's no fear over here, bro. When we go to prison together, all of us together, you're gonna be hanging out with me and all the pod bosses, dog, in the troll sector of the fucking of the prison. Okay, we're gonna have
I'm
our
gonna
own, like in Goodfellas. We'll be like cutting up the garlic for the meatballs and shit.
I'm gonna make it rain fucking ramen soups.
Hell yeah, we're gonna be.
it. Like I'm
Your
talking to all
commissary
y'all and
gonna be
telling y'all
taken
what it
care of.
is.
We're
That's
gonna be
the
all
thing.
right.
Like, bro, I'm trying to expand. Y'all just want to sit here. I'm not here to sit here, man. I'm here to go where I'm going, bro. Either you're gonna help me or you can get off
You
my
want to play
phone. That's what
spades?
y'all can do. You feel me? Because y'all are just sitting there like, yeah, like, dude, you're wasting my time. I don't like when people waste my time. Like, I'm explaining to y'all what I need. It's just like with the public. Like, don't tell me how y'all are giving away and selling scooters. That's just rubbing it in my face when you could have given that to me. That's crazy, bro. That's negative. Like, I want to hear positive
Selling
stuff.
scooters.
Like,
When
how
you
come
could
y'all
have
ain't giving me
given
like
it
a
to me.
mini motorcycle that I can ride around? How come y'all ain't provided me no resources, no nothing?
My
Like I said,
God,
it's
welcome
all good that
in,
people
guys.
cheering and I got
Art.
fans and all that, but like I said, a lot of them clearly don't have the channel because I really don't care. I'm not on none of that. I'm on what I'm on. See, that's what you people don't get. They want me to change my energy because of how they feel when all y'all are 9 to 5 wage slaves and I have no respect for you to begin with. I don't have respect for you. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you, bro. You're not going to earn my respect either. What? Like, nah, bro. Too much has happened. Too much has been done. Like, I don't have respect for nobody, bro, except God, myself, and my people and Christina. That's it. That's as far as it goes. The rest of you, I don't care how you feel, man. If you a fan, cool. More power to you. If you not, I could care less. I'm not here to be liked. Like real talk, that's what people think. See, they used to that paradigm, you know. Now the people who genuinely like me or say hi to me and wave to me, I appreciate you. I appreciate that. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? But like you have to actually get to know me and have a conversation with me and be willing to help me and want to do something to see me climb and come up for me to respect you. Respect has to be earned. You see what I'm saying? I don't
Right.
respect anyone because of what job they have. That's corny as hell. Like, I don't get respect for working jobs, bro. That's like literally the worst thing you could do. That's like what? That's self-defeatist in itself. Like, nah, bro. You want my respect? Why don't y'all create an opportunity for me? Like I
Worst
said,
thing you
create a
can do is
job for me.
provide
Say,
for your
hey,
family.
you
All
know
right.
what? We're gonna pay you a
They mark
wage,
that on the
Batman, and you
box.
can work for us or work with us, and you can help us do these things. That's what needs to happen.
Provide for
Straight up.
you.
Like, why not put
Oh,
me on?
okay.
Y'all got the funds to do it. All these cities got these funds to do it, bro. They got like
Let's fucking run that back again here, real quick.
respect for working jobs, bro. That's people and Christina. That's it. That's as far as it goes. The rest of you, I don't care how you feel, man. If you a fan, cool. More power to you. If you not, I could care less. I'm not here to be liked. Like real talk, that's what people think. See, they used to that paradigm, you know. Now the people who genuinely like me or say hi to me and wave to me, I appreciate you. I appreciate that. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? But like you have to actually get to know me and have a conversation with me and be willing to help me and want to do something to see me climb and come up for me to respect you. Respect has to be earned. You see what I'm saying? I don't respect anyone because of what job they have. That's corny as hell. Like, I don't get respect for working jobs, bro. That's like literally the worst thing you could do. That's like what? That's self-defeatist in itself. Like, nah, bro, you want my respect? Why don't y'all create an opportunity for me? Like I said, create a job for me. Say, hey, you know what? We're going to pay you a
Your
wage,
job,
Batman, and you can
create a
work for
job
us
for
or
me.
work with us and you can help us do these things.
Wow.
That's what needs to happen. Straight up. Like, why not
What
put
do
me
you
on?
even
Y'all
call
got
that?
the funds to do it. All these cities got these funds
Dog,
to do it, bro. They got, like,
real
y'all got
men
lawyers, you
expect
got everybody
you
got
to
commissions.
take care of them and create opportunities for you.
No, let's dissect that for a second.
Yeah.
Who the fuck? You're supposed to fucking quit your own job because that's the wrong thing to
Uh-huh.
do, provide for a family, and now we have to create a job that you're not making money for, but give it to him. What in the
That's
fuck?
why I'm gonna get my Timu Wolverine suit and go around ranting all day on my phone after I leave my family
I
and abandon all of my financial responsibilities.
believe,
Why
quote
do I?
unquote, Lady Nightmare did say, "The fuck you are."
Well, she's gonna have to deal with it. She's just gonna
Well,
have to
these
deal
men,
with it.
y'all have enough money, bro, to be like, yo, listen, bro, you need a wage. Here's a wage. You can work for us. You know what I mean? Just help us out, listen to us, and you know what I'm saying? And like, why don't you all do that? Try doing something unorthodox, and then maybe you'll get the job done better. If you try doing something unorthodox, you might be able to build a system that actually works. Because let me explain something to you. If you have a
Like
Batman that
brushing your
actually
teeth
can help with
left-handed.
stuff and doesn't have to operate independently like I do, you'll get a lot more done.
What's up, Art
100%.
Vandalay? What's up, Downrange?
Like, you'll be
Blue?
like the
Everybody?
all-star team that never loses. So that's the thing, is I look at society and I look at
Rich
people and I can
Green?
see all of you are like in enslavement
That
willingly, and
guy?
you're like, you know, literally, like, it's like you're in captivity. It's like you're held in bondage and you don't know how to get out and break out of it. Like, dude, break out of the mold and start doing things that aren't normal and unorthodox like I do, and then we'll get somewhere. Geniuses don't follow rules, they break them and they make new rules. You see my point? That's the whole thing. Like, people don't understand. Like, do you think anyone's going to have a choice when I get this money? Do you really think if I go to New York, why do you think these people are in New York committing these felonies online? Because they're so scared, because they know the minute I come to New York, I'm taking over everything. I run New York. I'm your boss, and I'm going to run the streets. And it's going to be so real, honestly, to the point that these people who are trolls or whatever, they already don't come outside much, but they're going to really not want to come outside because they're going to know Batman's in the streets in New York. That's
I've
the truth.
never got a
That's why they're so
W-2 or
adamant, because they're
1099
they're
from
they're
Sneed
scared. They know
Enterprises.
that the minute God gives me this income and money, I'm going to New York, bro. What? You're gonna have an active Batman in the streets in New York? You don't think word's gonna get around? It's gonna make the paper. It's gonna be a huge deal, right? And I talk to people. I'm gonna be walking around and everything. And the thing is, I'm real hard to catch or find. That's what y'all don't get, because I'm gonna be in a suit that's basically full coverage, completely bulletproof, and proof for more than that, worse stuff than that, right? And literally, I'm gonna have a Batmobile. I'm gonna have motorcycles. I'm gonna have access to millions of dollars, maybe billions or trillions, right? Depending on how much the inheritance y'all stole from me is, right? And then, you know, we got Christina negotiating millions. So I mean, what are you talking about? I'm gonna be impossible to catch, impossible to find, impossible to do anything with or to. I'm just gonna be free and reckless and able to do whatever the hell I want. That's the reality. And with money like we're talking, I can do whatever the hell I want. That's the truth.
Fuck yeah.
I would never let it get to my head. You feel me? Like, I'm gonna do everything sensibly in the right way, right? And be smart. But I'm just saying, bro, I mean, like, I'm gonna run New York, bro. These people know, bro. I'll be eating steak dinners and having romantic dinners with
The most
Christina, eating the best food
steak dinner you
possible.
can
I mean,
find. We're
like,
not going to blow through
with
the
nice
money.
suits on and have a beautiful dress for her. She's going to be dressed like the princess she is, right? My princess. So, I mean, that's what these people are scared of. I mean, how much more can I win? See, I'm not losing in life. I already won. I already had 14 cars. Talking about my past is meaningless because I lived it. I've had all the money. I've seen it all, done it all. I've had a beautiful life. I've done so much, and I'm just barely getting started. You feel me? I ain't done nothing yet in the way I see it in my mind.
So
You
do
feel
we.
me? But I've done more than you could ever imagine, any of you. So, like, what's up? I've ate good food. I've been to all the best restaurants. I've seen all the best things that money can buy. All of it. I've had it. So, like I said, all these people, they're jealous because they're jealous of what? My success that I've had in my life. I was way more successful than I am now. This is my broke struggle. This is my broke hustle. This ain't nothing here. This is not success. What I'm successful with is what I'm accomplishing, which is on a
Holy
higher
fuck.
level because
Sheriff,
it
how
makes
long have you
sense
been
to
going
take
for?
this period of struggle and stagnation.
What's up, bud?
How long has he been going for?
What you came up, it was just over an hour.
He sounds absolutely fucking manic right now. Jesus.
We've been going for about an hour, 15, 20. He's still alive.
He's still alive.
He's
Okay,
still alive.
I'll tell you what, bro. I'm gonna go up. Well, I'm gonna take the dog out. Then I'm gonna
Yeah.
go up in the studio and I'm gonna get on my better microphone and hang out with you for a bit.
Yeah, you're good.
I
You
will be
sound great
stepping
right
away
now.
here and there though.
It's all
Do
good.
I?
Yeah, you sound fine.
Okay, I'll hang out here for a bit, but I'm gonna take my dog out and I'll be around. I'll be
Yeah,
listening or I'll be here hanging out.
go take your
All right,
shit. I'm
cool.
gonna go rock a piss, guys, too. I'll be back.
All right.
To make
And
or
what's up,
break me, and
everybody?
it would take this to train
Hello.
me because I have to be ready before God puts me in this real suit. Not real, but they're all real, but in this more, hopefully well put together suit, right? And I start manufacturing and making these bat suits or whatever for myself, whatever we got to do, right? Christina's going to help me build them. But the point is, before he puts me in that new suit and he sends me out there in different environments in different states and cities, he's got to make sure I'm ready. So it all makes sense to me. I'm with God's will and divine timing, God's divine timing and God's plan 100%. I don't doubt it for a second. You know, that's the thing. I think this period of struggle and going through so many hardships that y'all don't even know about. I've gone through so much this past 2 years. It's unbelievable. It's things that I should have never made it past or out of, honestly, repeatedly. I have struggled so much. I have walked probably millions of miles. I have done more in 2 years than anyone will ever do in a lifetime, honestly. And I've learned more in those 2 years than anyone will in a lifetime. So it's like the struggle is what creates the diamond and the jewel. If you just have a guy with money, he can't be Batman because he's not going to be strong enough. He's going to be weak. That's why I always knew any room I walk into, any dude I look at, I know I have an edge over you because I come from nothing. I come from struggle. I come from pain. I come from real suffering. I come from making it out and walking out of things that no one else could. I come from having to be immortal and invincible and survive the unsurvivable time and time again. I come from reincarnating, and resurrection is my hobby. You see what I'm saying? So, in order for God to sculpt a real Batman, he would have to put me through hell, which is what he did. And I climbed out of hell. Oh, wait, wasn't one of you YouTubers just trying to say that and make up a story? See what I'm saying? Everything that I go through, they're trying to be condescending and do this fake talk stuff. I mean, run your mouth all you want because it's on the internet. You know what I mean? All I'm saying is don't be talking like that around me because I'm not going to put up with it. That's all. You can do whatever you want on the internet. I don't really care. It's just going to land y'all in prison. But I don't think if it's in front of me, no, I'm not going to tolerate no nonsense because that's being a man. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, what's the goal? What's the point? The goal is to trick me off my throne, and it ain't never going to happen because I'm the king. So, like I said, Groovy Jimmy, I mean, like I said, bro, I mean, get an identity first, bro. Like I said, like I really would like to talk to you positively, right? And help you and lift you up and get you in better circumstances. But I just can't do it until you want to man up and have a conversation. That's the whole thing. People take everything to heart when I talk, but y'all don't let me talk. See, talking direct is a totally different ballgame because then I can hear him talk and hear where he's coming from. But since you don't want to be human and humane about it, then there's nothing I can do for you. So, like I said, I mean, what's the point of doing your fake boxing match? Bro, y'all are never going to do that, man. All that is just a bunch of trolls. And they're basically, I mean, what I can tell you is from looking at that situation as a third party, I mean, none of those people are to be trusted. So I'm a prophet. I can see the future. It's kind of common sense, bro, like that those trolls are not on your side. That's just common sense. So, I mean, if it were me, I wouldn't ever meet up with anybody on the internet, no matter how tough I am, because it's just not a good choice. You feel me? I would never do any boxing matches with concerning other trolls. I would never do any of that. I'm not a troll. So, like I said, what people do, that's of their own accord, and that's your bad decision. I mean, that's your business. Feel me? I don't really care what you do because I don't know you. You feel me? But like I said, I mean, I'm just saying, you want to talk about all these topics. I'm the master of all these topics. I know what it is with all of it. You want to ask me questions about Atlanta? I can explain that to you. You want to ask me questions about boxing? You want to learn 52 blocks? I'm the
That'd
man
be
to
great,
talk
Blue.
to. You talking anything martial arts related,
That'd
you
be
got to talk to
fucking
the
awesome.
man. I'm Batman for a reason, bro. I did the real thing already a long time ago before I ever put on the suit. So, like, I know everything about what you're talking about. And I'm just telling you, the way that you're talking about, like, everything you're saying is wrong. The way you're going about training is wrong. Doing a little jump rope ain't going to do nothing. Eating some potatoes, eating fries, there's no difference. I don't know what your audience is talking about. All that stuff is corny. You
Is
feel
he
what I'm
talking
saying?
about
Like, they really trying to copy what
Lazy's
I'm on and
fucking
what I'm
video
doing. I'm
today?
telling you, everything I do, they start trying to copy.
Yes.
So I like, I'm not even supposed to talk as if they think they can replicate my success, bro. It has nothing to do with what I eat, none of that. This is a God-given gift. This is a man who walks with God. Couldn't none of you come close to what I do, bro. If I train you, I still can't get you to my level because you don't have inside of you what I have inside of me. I have a gift, bro. I'm literally holy. Okay? I'm superhuman and divine. You understand? Like, talking about a boxing match, dude, bro, I'm the strongest entity on this planet right now. You want to talk boxing? Like I said, all of y'all cowards, come join my league and box in my league. There's no weight class at all. They still sitting there talking that nonsense, talking about, yeah, size matter. No, it doesn't, bro. This is proven. I'm living proof of this. So why would you say, oh yeah, this and that, and talking about,
Are you back?
Yeah, I think so.
Is
I
he
came back.
real?
I came back with the Sarton profile.
It's real
TJ,
sneaky.
TJ, don't listen to this guy. Don't listen to him. You can trust me. Think about it. If you couldn't trust me, would I give you my fucking phone number? I gave you my phone number, dude. That's trust,
Real,
bro. Think about it.
real
You
talk.
know, that's real talk right there. I just said, fuck it. Here you go. Here's a way to get a hold of me. This guy's just trying to steer you in the wrong direction because he's trying to fuck up the show because he doesn't want to be exposed. That's really what it is. He has no lawyers. Nobody's going to come after you, dude. We're welcoming you into the Red Triangle with open arms, bro.
We stand on value and loyalty.
That's right. That is right. So keep that in mind if this dude's trying to persuade you from going against the grain. He's just afraid of what you know and what you're going to tell the trolls. That's all this is, dude. So don't let none of it get to you.
You're not
And
used
yeah,
to your studio, Mike.
no, I'm not. I'm outside right now. I'm waiting for my dog to come back. I'm sorry, dude. Here, I'll mute. My bad.
No, dude, you sound fine. It's just not your studio mic. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's also raining out here too, so I don't know if you could hear the rain.
Yeah, fuck
But
that.
yeah, my bad. Yeah, just letting you know. And TJ, hit me up, dude. I'll shoot you a text here in a minute. I can't text while I'm on the StreamYard though. But yeah, just letting you know, dude. He's just talking a bunch of bullshit because he's afraid of what's gonna happen.
All right, let's go.
real professional. There's no real professionals on your TV. We done been over all this, bro. See, they want to go against reality. And how's that working out for you while you live in a hotel 300-pound tuna? See my point? Live in a hotel that you can't afford and you have to have trolls paid for. Oh, and his gremlin girlfriend left him. who all she ever did was set him up and plot on him. Yeah, no, she y'all separated when y'all were never together, and she left because the truth came out when that dude came on your panel and said that they set you up. Yeah, he had another snake around him. I told you. Told you the whole time, bro. Told you that ahead of time. Then he's got those other ones still going on that panel who are the same ones who set him up. Then the other one goes over there, he's a snake too, and asks the question, and then they get mad at him. Y'all don't make no sense, bro. Like, what? Who cares? Talking about, yeah, they're not together anymore. Man, I hate hearing that. That's cats. I really hate hearing that.
What?
But yeah, man, y'all got to get together, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Is
It
it
ain't
a
making no
cat
sense.
pee?
Like I said, we have a link in the description box. None of them are clicking it. Why? Because they've all accepted their defeat. You accepted your defeat
probably
day
is.
one, man. Y'all do this electronic stuff and all that typing every time I try to even just talk.
Here,
That's
Sheriff,
super
I'll
funny,
hit you
bro.
back. I'm
Why?
gonna go
Because
to
y'all
his
are
link.
fake my presence, and y'all know you can't compete with me. So, like I
Say again. What's up?
I'm going over to his link. Let's see if this coward will let me up.
Oh shit!
I'll be back.
Does he have one up?
Yeah, he just said he has a link in the description box. I'm gonna go check it.
All right, go get it.
said, bro,
I'll
it
be
is what
back.
it is, man. Like I'm like that one dude that had the channel. I'm Mr. 52. Like he was all right, but I'm way better than him, and he was kind of a scrub and a
What's up,
coward. And he
dog?
pulled
We got that guy in the house. What's up, buddy?
You
It's
know,
been a
just
day.
up some digital antics.
It's been a day. It's been a
Been
day.
You've been earning that paycheck today.
Yeah, Sticky just said he's gonna try and jump on the fucking stream. So let's see if he gets on there.
some coward stuff in indictment projects up there in New York. But my whole point is, look, who's this? Is this him?
Yeah,
Right. That's not you, bro. Turn on your camera right now. You got 5 seconds to turn on your camera, and I know that's not you. 1, 2, 3. Goodbye. Told you. Yep. Thank you. Wasting my
1,
time.
2, 3,
I
goodbye.
don't read private chat, sir. You already know what it is. Stop doing the same thing, expecting a different result. That's
You fucking loser.
the definition of insanity. So, like I said, all that energy, wasting my time. Like I said, all that is unnecessary, and we're not entertaining it. It's not ever going to happen again on here.
And
No,
here it comes.
never. We'll never speak, not online or off. So have fun talking to yourself. That's what crazy people do, buddy. So see, as I stated, you don't see him coming to the panel.
Sticky
How is it
back
difficult to
inside.
have a conversation? But like I was saying, I'm like that. I'm Mr. 52 dude. Like, no, I'm Mr. 52 at least met up and did boxing matches and stuff. And look what happened. That's why I would never do that, because if it was real, he would have just indicted himself too on federal charges for what he did up there in those projects. And maybe that is what happened, because I don't even know if he's online. I need to look up his profile in a minute. I haven't seen him on here at all. And he was all discouraged saying he couldn't make any money on here. So a dude who brought the 52 block stuff to the internet, he makes no money and he had to leave YouTube like all of them. And I'm here capitalizing off 52 blocks. Who's smart? Then y'all will say, just like you said with the music, oh, you took this from us. See, no, look at what happened. I didn't take anything from anybody. I learned, I was able to watch videos and teach myself, because I'm like Neo in the Matrix. That's not taking or stealing an art form. That's learning it and then adjusting it to how I do it, which is aggressive and on the offensive, right? Unlike him, who was everything was defensive. That's why Big K, he couldn't even hold his own against, and he basically lost, and then he pulled that coward act. Right? So he might be in prison for that. And either way, he gave up trying to make money on here. So he's not on this network, but I'm here making money teaching 52 blocks. And it's the same dude. I was in his comment section before, and he would say, what is it? Who cares what you think? Well, now I bet you care what I think, because I capitalize and I get check after check after check after check after check, right? And I make money off of you, buddy.
Yep.
Pretty much, because I make money
one
off
more
of
left for the
52
year,
blocks of the real art form. And I edited it to my own style to where it actually makes sense, because the way you was teaching it was super cowardly, because every time you're trying to do it, you backing up like this. Like, that's defensive, bro. Yeah, it's a defensive system, but you use it offensively. That's how it works. You don't even know what you're doing. See, that's what I'm saying. They want to be so quick to say this. See, it's always whining and weakness. That's why y'all have always been in the same position.
It's kind of like he's talking about doing the hokey pokey. You put your left foot in, you take right foot out.
That's right. On this platform,
Right
I'm making
foot
4,
in,
5, sometimes 6 checks in a year.
and shake it all about. You do the fucking looking at me funny style, and you shake it off. Whatever.
Modern day slavery. Come on, bro. How much more can I own every single one of you? 52 Blocks Info got owned. He got told off, made to look silly on here, and then I got famous right on him. Got famous right in front of his face. He can't do nothing about it. What? Me and Styles were friends until we brought up 52 Blocks Info. That was the reason we had our falling out, because he said he started his delusion narc stuff and said 52 Blocks Info was a beast, and he hung up the phone in a rage and anger.
Oh,
He's a beast. The dude is 3 feet tall and doesn't even know Wing Chun or 52 blocks, and has never ever had an issue or a problem with anyone. He's never done any of that on camera. What are you talking about? 52 Blocks Info is a little scrub who doesn't know what he's talking about and is spreading misinformation. Thus the truth. Right? So I mean, like I said, who won in that? I got famous. I teach the real art form. We do the same thing for a living, basically. He goes to a park and tries to make his money, but he's scamming everybody. And I go to a park and make my money conventionally, legally, the right way, and I don't scam nobody. Only difference is he has clients because he's fake and he has the promotion of masonry and people like Snipe and all them you know what's that do.
All right. So 52blocks.info. It is a website. I just looked it up. First time I ever heard about this. Have you that guy?
I may have heard him mention it.
All right. Well, the first person of they show on the website are people in the sector he talks about. So Jesus God.
Oh, the culture?
Ah, the culture. Yes.
Do them parades in Austin. Yeah, that's what Snipe is. All them fake masons. So he has an engine to promote and people who are already clients because they all sold their soul. I don't want to deal with people like that. My clients, I want them to be like people who want to build a future, people who believe in God.
We heard Sticky.
This is about helping everybody and leading people the right direction.
That's
I mean, you
awesome.
can come in any way that you are. God and Jesus accept you just like I accept you the way you are, but you got to have a willingness to become a better person. See what I'm saying? This is what these people forget is that I'm all about God. I'm all about peace. Trying to get at me with these little devil things and remarks and snide remarks and whatever slights, whatever you want to call them, is not going to work because I'm a man of God. See, that's why they always told me. So it's not so much about just reading the
So he
Bible and the
wants
Word.
people to
It's
use a
about standing with
defensive
God. You just
system
need God.
offensively, but he's about peace.
Say again?
He said he wants to use this defensive 52 block system, but he wants people to use it offensively because he's about peace.
Because it
You
I don't
don't
think that
need
makes a lot of
the
sense.
Bible and all that nonsense. No, you
got
don't.
nothing
You
to
need God.
respond to.
You stand with God. See, all these people would tell me that they're like, if you don't have this and that, you're just going to lose. Well, what happened? I keep winning.
I
I
told
don't
him in
read the Bible.
backtrack that
Pretty much
TJ's
never.
coming on my show.
Proof. I'm living proof. All you need is faith in God. You need God with you. You feel me?
Oh,
Like,
fucking
and that
love
is
you,
true. If
Sticky.
I didn't have God, then yes, I would have lost. But because I got God standing by my side, right with me every second, every minute, every day, I'm always going to win. That's the truth. Feel me? And even if I did lose, I still win. You can't win them all, man. I'm not
Sticky
trying to always be a
Troll Team
winner. I just
6 with
managed to
the
always be a
$5
winner.
dono today. I got
I'm
right
okay
out
with
there.
losing. It just hasn't happened
Hell
yet.
yeah.
Losing is the only way you learn, man. Sometimes you want to lose because it's the only way you learn. You know what I
Except you
mean?
never
But the
learn
fact is, if
anything, Joey.
you don't have to lose to learn. You can lose.
You've been
You
losing
can
your
learn
entire life
by
and
winning,
haven't learned shit.
like I do. You know what I'm saying? But my whole point is, I mean, y'all just talking about a bunch of nonsense you don't come from and know nothing about. If you want to have the conversation, be a man, grow up, and have it. So, like I said, this is basically the last time I'm even going to try to have a conversation with dude because this is
I doubt it.
ridiculous. And I mean, like I said, we're all human beings. We all have a right to speak to each other and talk. I'm done hearing it, and that's just about it, man. Like I said, I mean, it is unbelievable how
We
these
all have a
people
right
are
to
so
speak to
petty.
each
Like
other,
I
but I'm
said, you
done
don't
hearing
run this network. I do.
But if I talk
So
to you,
what I
you
say
owe me
goes.
money.
You feel me? So it is what it is, man. Like I said, just wait till God gives me all this money. I'm not gonna be worrying
Oh my
about
God.
YouTubers who ain't doing nothing.
I'm cute.
You can do your little fake boxing matches for your fake $1,000. You know what I'm
God gonna
saying? I
give me
noticed how
money.
one thing you sure didn't offer me that offer. None of them, right? Because none of them. They all know they're not anywhere near my level. I'm just saying, bro. It's like I tried to explain to TJ. I'm already built for this, bro. This is already programmed in me. God trains me, bro. I have this programmed in me. I don't even need much to do what I do. I'm a soldier, bro. Do you understand that I'm the world's greatest you know what that God ever made? You know exactly what I'm saying.
Asshole.
Ain't nothing more powerful than me. And that's why I told people, I said, your mind is the most powerful thing in existence. Real talk. So, I mean, what are you saying, bro? You can put me anywhere, bro. You could put me literally in Afghanistan, Iraq, Alaska, Australia, anywhere, bro. And I know how to do this training where I'm Batman. That's a big deal, dude. So, like I said, y'all see the point. If I didn't go through this period of stagnation and struggle and pain and suffering that y'all tried to act like you were making fun of, I'm so glad I did because that's the only way I learned this. Now I have a skill and something that will always be with me for the
Joey,
rest
we
of my
weren't
life and
acting like we
existence,
were making fun of
and
it.
that
We
I
were
can
actually
teach.
making fun of it.
That's like
A skill. He learned a skill like he's a fucking become a welder or some shit. What the fuck?
He said, like, you give a man a fish, he eats for a day. You teach a man a fish, he eats for the rest of his life. That's what I'm about, teaching. See what I'm saying? So it's like I said, like, bro, I'm performing miracles over here. Real talk. Like I said, bro, you don't understand. I can go, if I get this money, bro, I could take Christina. We can go move to Australia if I wanted, out there with the kangaroos. Do you understand that? Good luck with all that online nonsense then, right? You're going to do it when I'm in Australia? You don't get it, bro.
Oh fuck! All right, Blue. Does Joey have a passport? That guy. I do not know this. Does he? I know he won't fly, but does he own a passport? I doubt it.
Think he's gonna dog paddle to Australia?
Oh.
I can be Batman anywhere, bro. Batman can just pop up anywhere. You're talking about a real Batman. Like, you don't understand. My vision in life is so much bigger, and then God's vision is bigger than what you think or could ever imagine or expect. And then God's vision for me is even way bigger than that. I want to be like Batman in
Last
like
chance
Africa and
fucking
like mining
passport.
for gold and literally like moving and transporting
Mining for
gold that
gold.
I get like on caravans as Batman. Like that
He's
much of
really-
a gangster.
He thinks it's
What-
Minecraft.
What the fuck did he say? Hold on.
If I didn't go through this period of
Chicken
stagnation and
jockey.
struggle and pain and suffering that y'all tried to act like you were making fun of, I'm so glad I did, because that's the only way I learned this. Now I have a skill and something that will always be with me for the rest of my life and existence, and that I can teach. That's like he said, like, you give a man a fish, he eats for a day. You teach a man a fish, he eats for the rest of his life. That's what I'm about, teaching. See what I'm saying? So it's like I said, like, bro, I'm performing miracles over here. Real talk. Like I said, bro, you don't understand. I can go, if I get this money, bro, I could take Christina. We can go move to Australia if I wanted, out there with the kangaroos. Do you understand that? Good luck with all that online nonsense then, right? You're going to do it when I'm in
Living with a
Australia?
kangaroo.
Going to kangaroo court.
You don't get it, bro. I can be Batman anywhere, bro. Batman can just pop up anywhere. You're talking about a real Batman. Like, you don't understand. My vision in life is so much bigger, and then God's vision is bigger than what you think or could ever imagine or expect. And then God's vision for me is even way
Fucking
bigger than that.
Captain Kangaroo.
I want to be like Batman in like Africa and like mining for gold and literally like moving and transporting gold that I get like on caravans as Batman. Like that much of a gangster, like right in front of their face. And they got like actual pirates out there and stuff, and ain't
Camel
none of them
jockey
gonna
the
stop me.
kangaroo with his pouch.
That's how
of
real
gold.
I am. I'm not you people. Like I said, y'all are regular Americans, regular civilians. You're afraid to get into any little issue or problem, afraid to have a flat tire. You know what I mean? Like
Thinks you can
me,
just
I'm
roll
gonna
into
go
an
into all the real
area,
stuff.
mine the
I have
gold,
no
not
fear,
having
bro.
any mineral
But
rights.
people, hell nah. What? Of anything somebody, God, are gonna do? Hell no. I would never be scared of nothing and nobody. What? You know who I am? I was born to do this, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, can you imagine that? Imagine I'm in Africa as Batman with bulletproof armor on. You understand? And a Batmobile. Like, can you imagine? And you know what all them pirates would do out there, and all them people? They would try to get on. They would try to be a part of what I'm doing. Because they're gonna realize real quick we can't stop him. We have no answer for him. This dude is something else. This dude ain't playing. And they gonna have to get down and break bread. See, that's what y'all don't get. I could go anywhere, any continent in
Kangaroo with
this
a flat
world.
tire.
I can go and be the man. That's what these people know. Because I'm really the real thing. You understand? These YouTubers you talk about are so soft compared to me, it's unreal. Why would we go out of our way to prove a point so that I can get in trouble like you want for me to do when we already have that point proven and we all know that? That's silly. That's like wasting my time with people like that Andy dude that's homeless and can't even get a phone, and his eyes all messed up all the time, and he's having constant problems in Oklahoma, and he was sitting there bouncing around in Tulsa and all these different houses, and he's an addict, and you know what I mean? Like,
All right, the Andy Batman crossover needs to happen. I think so.
can you imagine me being upset at him because he said he was going to do this and that?
Do you know Andy
What?
Smith, that guy?
All 3 feet of you? Like, bro, what?
Andy who?
Andy Smith.
I don't think so.
All right, never mind.
You look like a guard gnome that has an 8. What? Imagine me being mad at him. I'm not gonna be mad at some homeless dude who could never get his act together when I've always had my act together.
You are the
That's what I'm
homeless
saying,
dude
bro.
without
It
his
proves
act
that all
together.
those people in Austin, like TJ, are completely delusional.
What was that?
He said he would never hang out with a homeless dude that couldn't get his act together. I'm like, that's you. You are that guy.
Yes, sir.
Because this entire time, because I had a backpack, bro, and I carry my computer because I'm a content creator, they would act like I was homeless. Bro, I ain't never been homeless. I've always owned multiple estates, bro.
So if you have a backpack, you're not homeless.
That's
Is
right.
that
You're
okay.
more of a like a hermit crab. You
Okay.
just carry your house with you on your back.
Thank
sold a 50-acre property. What are you talking about? When I was in the shelter, bro, I was working 6 in the morning every day doing temp labor and paying off the taxes on a 50-acre property.
I ain't no street
Well, I
urchin.
own
I'm a
several
hermit crab.
properties. What are you talking about, bro? Like, see what I'm saying? Like, people like that, y'all care too much what people think. I let people think what they want because that's advantageous for me because I'm really Batman and Bruce Wayne and the boss, and I gotta blend
Advantages.
in and be a chameleon. I don't want you knowing the truth about me. That's why, for me, I do get offended a lot because I forget that I'm naturally blending in and I'm naturally elusive and deceiving without trying. So people think that I'm something that I'm not because that's what I'm letting off without knowing naturally.
you.
Because I've
Letting
already
off.
taught myself to do that.
That's what he's letting
Hold
off.
on.
So then
Hold
I
on.
get upset because I'm like, wait a minute, you got me messed up. But then I have to remember and
Hold up.
pinch myself and remind myself,
Hold
wait
up.
a minute.
Hold up. Hold up. Wow. He's fucking unloading right now. Let me fucking pull that back.
Well, I own several properties. What are you talking about, bro? Like, see what I'm saying? Like, people like that, y'all care too much what people
We don't
think.
have
I
too
let
much
people
left
think
here.
what they
He's
want
got
because that's advantageous for me because I'm really Batman and Bruce Wayne and the boss, and I got to blend in and be a chameleon.
another 6
I don't
minutes.
want you knowing the truth about me. That's why, for me, I do get offended a lot because I forget that I'm naturally blending in and I'm naturally elusive and deceiving without trying. So people think that I'm something that I'm not because that's what I'm letting off without knowing naturally because I've already taught myself to do that. So then I get upset because I'm like, wait a minute, you got me messed up. But then I have to remember and pinch myself and remind myself, wait a minute, dude, you don't want to be showing your cards and telling all these people all you got and who you are because then, I mean, then they're gonna know. I mean, I don't want people knowing who I am. I just don't. And then they're gonna want to be your fake friend. I don't want that. Like I said, when I go to Austin, I let people think that I'm a dude that's on the street, bro. I let people think I'm nobody. And I don't dress like it. I
That's
don't
going
look
to
like
be
I
a
look like
difficult
somebody, bro.
task.
That's why people always talk to me and they're nice to me. Austin is a great place if you're in the right environments. But like I said, like I don't want to go out there and struggle again. I want to have money. Feel me? I want to have money. I want to go there with money next time. That way, when I do see people like TJ, I can just laugh and just have all my money with me.
All right. That guy, I know. When you want to travel and take a vacation and you need money to get there and have a good time and enjoy your life, what do you usually have to do?
I call JG Wentworth.
Feel me? Like real talk, I'll just like pull a bankroll out my pocket and show them a bankroll of cash, like over 100,000, like nothing. I always make bands, bro. I was in North Carolina going to clubs with a homeboy who was, I think he was from somewhere else, maybe North Carolina. But remember, I met him at like the Shoney's or whatever, or Golden Corral, or I think it was a buffet. And I eat shrimp there, and I go, and I was bodybuilding, and I think it was around when I went to college or something, either before or after that. And I was driving around, looking around and all that. I was in North Carolina. I went to the clubs in Charlotte and stuff with him, and Raleigh. We went all out everywhere. We had a great time. He was a cool dude, right? He was from the other group, right? And he was super cool, man. I got a bunch of real friends that come from the other group, bro. I come from the hood, bro. So like, but the real ones, like not these dudes online, they corny. I'm talking about I got real friends though. And like, man, we were tight, bro, and we'd go out to the clubs and have a whole bunch of fun and like it was fun, bro. I liked the guy, I liked hanging out with him. It was cool, man. He was a good dude. Like real talk. I don't meet too many good dudes. He was a good dude. You know what I mean? That's the thing. I mess with everybody, bro. I make friends with everybody. So if one person, if they jealous of me, that's fine, bro. There's plenty of people in the world, bro. You don't gotta like me. Somebody will. And I'm
No,
not
they
here
won't.
for you to like. I'm not trying to be liked. I could care less. So it's kind of funny to be honest. But hold up.
Oh, he's actually still lying. Fuck.
But yeah, I mean,
Is he?
it ain't
AFK for
complicated. But I'm just saying, we would go out there to North Carolina to the clubs. I was listening. That was when that Ti song came out. That was talking about "Long as I got rubber band banks in my pocket." And I remember I would go out there in the street and some of the so-called women would be trying to talk smack, and I'd tell them that. I'd sing it right there. I'd be like, long as I got rubber band banks in my pocket, and I'd pull out the 10 grand. Literally, I would go to the bank, bro, and pull out 10 grand at a time. I was having fun. That's what you're supposed to do. See, that's what these people, they try to act like they're gonna tell me what to do. Nah, I'm supposed to be living life and doing what I'm supposed to do. I always did what I was supposed to do. All y'all dropped the ball and didn't do what you was supposed to do. You feel me? I was out there listening to Hank Williams. Drove right by the Kimbo, you know what, thing that I missed. Could have gone to it, and I wasted my time with other people I should have never wasted my time with too. And
You won't say the word
it was a
fight.
horrible situation too. I wish I would have gone and seen that instead, because it was bad. You know what I mean? But like I said, like I'm always protected. I'm always divinely protected. You know what I mean? So it's like, and that was what happened out there. There was
What's up, Negasonic? Where you at, bud?
somebody, it was a so-called woman out there, and bro, they were so jealous of me they couldn't even see straight, bro. And I tried to be nice to them the whole time, bro. They just could not stand me, bro, because I had money, and they were like about to get like evicted and stuff, and like she was just so fake proud and was so angry about that. And I remember like we were arguing about that, and I said the truth, like, bro, you just jealous because you broke and getting evicted and you got nothing. Like, I don't care about you, like, real talk. And that's it. You know what I mean? Then she really got angry and did some more crazy felonious stuff like they all do. And that was it. I just walked away and left. Got the hell away from them. When people are just jealous,
All right, we're not gonna fucking end this fucking with Nega just coming up. So we got like
Oh,
about
he's,
two
he's
minutes
done already?
left. He's got about 2 minutes left, but we've been here for a minute. What's up, buddy?
Not much, just got to work.
I don't know. We got that guy in the Negasonic
What's up, that guy?
Derp in the house. DZ, a couple other stragglers. All right,
What's he
let's
bitching about today?
TJ. It's mad as hell and sticky.
Good.
Sticky, you fucking stirring the fucking pot, motherfucker.
I've learned now to get away from them. Like, there's no purpose to waste my time with that. It's so much easier now for me to get away from people like that and walk away because I've been through it too much. But when you're first going through it and it's new to you, you just don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what to call it because you're trying to talk to someone and you think that they'll listen and be receptive, but they're just so jealous. You know, jealousy like blinds you, so they can't see in reality. You feel me? Yeah, no, bro, I don't talk to none of y'all. Like I said, I told you who I want to talk to, and that's what's going to happen. If not, well, then we ain't got nothing to talk about. See what I'm saying? Like I said, what's the purpose of that, bro? I don't get that. It doesn't make me feel anyway. Like, why would you try to come on a panel of somewhere you're not welcome?
It's
like, how's that going to work? So yeah, like I said, man.
Okay, Negasonic, what he's bitching about right now is about, what was it, Sticky? About 15 minutes ago, he tried to get up on his fucking panel. Yeah, of
Sticky
course.
tried to?
Yeah. You shut him down. So here we are.
Of course, because Joey's a coward.
Yes, sir.
And the thing is, they make feeble attempts nonstop because they're jealous because I have a business that's successful. Stay mad. I got better things to do, man. I'll talk to y'all later, man. Just remember, I'm happy and winning and making all this money. Easy. Let's see you do it. One.
Yeah. Wow. All right. So he's been bitching all fucking day. Go ahead, that guy. What's on your mind?
I said one.
That's
Well,
it?
easy one.
That's it. That's all there is to say. Just one.
Really? It is. Yeah. TJ ticked him off today. So it's going to be an interesting week moving forward. So we'll see what happens. But moving on out, let's see what we got. We got this. We got present fucking screen. Stop screen. Yeah. Share screen. And I'm going to take it out with this. Here we go.
I've drank a lot of fucking beer in my lifetime, that's for sure. Many times to an excess that I'm not too proud of the fucked up shitty situations that I've managed to fist fuck my way into. I've learned a lot along the way, though. I'll share that knowledge with you if it can prevent a fucking drunken grease fire. If it doesn't, you are the fucking grease fire.
All right, thanks, guys. We all done here? I take it.
Yeah, thanks for the cocktail, Sheriff. That was really great.
Fuck you, Negasonic. That guy.
We'll
All
see
right.
you.
All right, we'll see you. Peace.
All right, later, everybody.